Welcome, everybody, to the Overthinking Football Show. This, of course, is a show where we love football. And today we're loving football live, watching England versus Sweden, guys. My name is George Mokwena. I'm your host. Welcome, everybody. And thank you for joining me to watch this here game that we're going to see today between England versus Switzerland. England, of course, number 5 in the world. 3rd best team in Europe, and of course Switzerland, number 19 in the world, the 10th best team in Europe. Switzerland in the last 5 games have 3 draws and 2 wins, whereas England has 2 draws, 2 wins, and a loss for their record. So very interesting game we have here for us. Last time out, England beat Slovakia 2-1 after beating Slovenia 0-0. What a dramatic game. That thing was dramatic. They came out and scored almost in the final minute, thanks to that man, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Eh? Jude Bellingham. Bellingham. He scored in the last minute there and then gave England a chance in extra time, and they scored in the first minute of extra time through Harry Kane, whereas Switzerland ran through Italy, aka the guys who held the trophy last. Last winners in 2020, current reigning champions Italy, were knocked out by this Swiss team. The lineups are as follows. You have Sommer in goal, Akanji, Embolo, Freuler, Xhaka, Rodriguez, Vargas, Ndoye, Ebisha, Shah, and Rida. And then on England's side, you have Pickford in goal, Walker, Rice, Stones, Saka, Kane, Bellingham, Foden, Trippier, Konsa, and Mainu. Now, Gareth Southgate has been spicy today. Gareth Southgate has been very spicy today because he's playing a 3-4-2-1. It might seem like all of the same players outside of Konsa, but what's happening in this one is that Walker, Stones, Walker, Stones, and why am I missing someone here? Anyway, it's a back 3. Then in the middle, you've got Saka playing on the left-hand side, being a left wing back, with Trippier playing on the other side, being the right wing back. So we're going to see Trippier pushing up on that right-hand side. Saka is going to play basically as the left back in this game. And then, of course, you're going to have Foden and Bellingham next to each other, right behind Kane. That is how this team is set up. It's a 3-4-2-1. Let's see if this can give Southgate some options. You know, maybe later on you see you see a Trent Alexander-Arnold coming on the right-hand side to put in balls. This is what we've been saying, that maybe try that. What I suspect is going to happen today is that it's still going to function as a back 4, right? I don't expect Trippier to be going too far up, but we'll see how it plays out on that side. So Trippier is probably going to be more defensive than Saka. I think Saka is going to need a lot more support there in the back if they're going to be playing that way. And let's see how it plays out. So it's Walker, Stones, and Konsa are the back 3, essentially. That's the name I was missing out. But let's see how it pans out. Let's see how they play. If they can give us something different, because we've been waiting for so long for this English team to give us something, to show us some life. And they hadn't been able to do that. There we go. Okay, their team sheet was a little bit misleading. Trippier is still on the left and Saka is on the right-hand side. So Saka is going to be the right wing back, essentially, right wing. And then we'll see how Walker can cover him. Okay, Walker going walkabout there. Still very conservative then. It's very conservative. It's just to have cover, essentially. Because Walker's going all the way up, but they're still finding shape and having 3 people at the back. So I think it's all for cover. Blixen, how are you? Mr. Football says England is going to lose. Trust me, I predicted the last 2 matches. Let's see how your prediction goes. And of course, guys, wait. People are crying.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
What do the best slips look like? I want to know what the best slips look like today. Do you guys predict that England is going to take this one? I see Mr. Football is already saying that England is going to lose this game. And to his credit, he has been right over the past few games. So maybe he's right here too. Yeah, but what's going on here? No. Okay, here comes the Swiss, exploiting that space. Oh, wow, 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 wow. What is it with the European teams and and getting into the box? That's it, they can't finish when they get there. They do all this nice work, but when they get there, they want to do some weird flicks and things like that. Junior says, here we go again. Another stressful night for the England fans. Hey, Pella, the hosts are out. They went home. England keeps telling us about this phantom trophy that they're going to be taking. That's going to be coming home. Yeah, coming home. No trophies have come home. No major trophies have come home since 1966. But yeah, it's coming home. Yeah, it's coming home. Let's see. Their team hasn't played, to be honest with you. Their team hasn't played. And their structure is a little bit wonky, to be honest with you. Let's see what happens with... I think the biggest question we're going to have today that we're going to want to get answered is Foden and Bellingham. Today they're playing as a double 10 type situation, right? Double 10 situation in front of a 4. So they should have a lot more space and say on the game. But there's Bellingham dropping all the way deep. I'd like to see some combinations from them, like play together. You know, up there, Maino has the brain to get the ball and maybe carry the ball, play that first pass out of defense. We know Rice likes to join when he has somebody who takes on that specific responsibility. So I want to see, Mr. Football says, is Cole Palmer playing? There is no Cole Palmer playing in this game. Pickford, Walker, Rice, Stones, Saka, Kane, Bellingham, Foden, Trippier, Konsa, and Mainu. That is the players, those are the players that are on the pitch for England right now. Here comes Saka. Okay, there we go. Finding the spaces. Mainu. There we go. Guys, I'm streaming, so I may be a little bit behind. Apologies. But it's okay. We're still going to watch the game. And I'm still going to get your thoughts. Later on. Oh, here we go, Saka. Can he control that? Ball. Oh. Cleared there by Switzerland. Okay, England. England seems to be alive today, guys. England seems to be alive. They're doing a little bit better. Saka offside. They're doing a little bit better now, owing to the freedom that has been created. Mali says offside anyway. Aye, Mali, man. Let the kids have their fun. It was offside, but still. It was a little bit of movement that we haven't seen from England. We haven't seen them play. They've been so frustrating. But England aside, a lot of the big teams have been frustrating. France won yesterday versus Portugal, playing some of the... Hey, it was such bad football, man. It was such bad football, went through to penalties, and they were able to do something there at least to win. My coach is knocked out. Cristiano Ronaldo is out of the tournament. He was crying last time. Crying because he knows Messi might do something then Copa America. Here comes Switzerland. Let's see if they can give England something to think about. Xhaka, of course, is having one hell of a season. He's having one hell of a season. That man left Arsenal, won the Bundesliga unbeaten, right? Invincible. And then now he's taken Switzerland all the way down to the quarterfinals. Can he find some magic maybe and stick it to the English one more time and see if he can't, guide Switzerland into the semis? I mean, that would be incredible. Mr. Football says it's crazy how Portugal dominated most of the game but lost on penalties. That's true, but their domination wasn't... I think in the second half of extra time, they played some of their best football, but for the most of the game, they were getting there, but... Liao didn't have targets inside the box. Junior says, I was like, we're criticizing England for the performance at France. No, the big teams, Nje, the big teams. Shame. They have not showed up in this tournament. This is looking like an open game. Oh. Cross up ball, boy. Don't worry about him. Cross the ball hard and low. Hard and low. Anything can happen when you put the ball in, Switzerland. Spelele says the game was boring between France and Portugal. Very boring. Super boring, ultra boring. You can add any king adjective there and it will still make sense. That thing was, and and they were trying so hard. We saw glimpses like Bernardo and Bernardo Silva and Fernandez finally combined nyana. Junior says open ganjani when Switzerland wants to bury England. England started okay, but now we're seeing the back five. Why don't you see a 3-4-2-1 or back three? In Euro, it has meant back five, basically. That man is still playing with pretty much the same defensive players who are going to get into defensive spaces. Keketso, how are you doing? Mali says they must bury them. We don't want mediocre teams in the semifinals. Mediocre teams win tournaments and you get shocked. Mediocre teams are the scary ones. The ones that win by last-minute goals. Lebza says, I'm happy that overrated Ronaldo has gone home. Hey, Lebza, before you even say hello, the greetings is at the end. Before you even say hello, you come in with violence. Hey, Lebza. Keketso says, all good. Oh, no, I'm glad you're all good. Guys, who do we have here? Who's winning this game? Oh, Rice is getting on the ball. Rice doesn't mind the ball when the ball crosses the halfway line. If you want Rice to pick up the ball before it goes over halfway, Hashem, you're dreaming. You're not going to see much from that. Me Oti. Indigo. Man, just straight water, matey. In a Kaizer Chiefs Tupperware. For those who say we're not real fans, there's a reason why this is this. Yeah. Junior says fact because I'm thinking that we're going to say when France or England win it. I want France to win it. I really want France to win it. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I wanted France and England in the final when the tournament starts. I then changed and said I want Germany in the final with France. Now I'm unsure, man. I'm unsure about these teams. You could even see Netherlands or Turkey. Didn't Turkey, was it the 2002 World Cup, Korea, Japan? 2002 World Cup, they got to the semi-finals of the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe they can do something here, man. Turkey plays. Oh, they're moving. Look, they're running around. First time, Saka. First time, boy. Oh, they've told Kyle Walker to go all the way up, eh? If there's one person who has a tough time, Harry Kane, Shem. The ball doesn't get to him, eh? At all. Oh, let me read these comments while they're still here. You look happy. Ngati Unabi is making you happy before he's even announced. Please leave me alone. How do you know that I'm not happy because Steve is back at Klorokop? Eh? Coach Steve is back at Klorokop. Maybe I'm happy because of that. Agent says, you know the definition of insanity. Let's see, Agent. He's doing a back three that becomes a back four and back five. But it looks, man. Eh? He's shaking it up with a back three. Indigo says, I want England to lose in the final. Again, it's not coming home. Bakulma Kule England. Lulu the boss lady, welcome to the show. Indigo says, my goat, Khula is going to bury Holland, mark my words. Your goat. Mar. Gina says, that's why the best team in SA went there for preseason. Yeah. We're in Turkey right now. We're supporting Turkey. Let's hope they don't get the curse of Chiefs. Mr. Football says Spain has played the best football this tournament. I'm tempted to say Austria. I'm tempted to say Turkey at times. I'm tempted to say Georgia even. Honestly speaking. It's just that obviously they didn't win all the games, but I'm tempted to say those guys before I say Spain. Even, was it Slovakia? Played a good game. Bradley, what's my prediction? My prediction is a 1-0 win to England. You're happy because of Nebi. Ah, guys. As Pelele says, my favorite team is out. I always go with Italy, but this tournament I was impressed with Austria. Italy's Pelele. I mean, I guess they're the reigning champions. Mara Italy, post Mancini. Ah, guys. Indigo says, I wonder what happened to Embolo. What a striker, that one. He's here. He's here. Number 7. McCharming, I can't show the game, unfortunately. 1, because I'm not watching it on my TV. But then 2, because TikTok tends to ban me. I get banned when I show things. So I don't feel like getting banned. I like going live. Okay, here comes England on the attack. Can Harry Kane get there? Shot. There's so much space. King, Switzerland is playing a 3-4-3, but there's so much space there. Switzerland will win on penalties, says Indy. Hey, let's happy man. Switzerland. Oh, Kane tried to buy a penalty there. 15 minutes in. Yeah, Shaka must remind them, you guys made it tough for me. They're in your country. I wish Foden could just, drop back and actually interact with the ball a lot more. It seems like he's trying to run in and score like on the defensive line. I don't know where this tactic is coming from or where this tendency comes from with these teams that have really good 10 players, but then they make them play almost as false nines or strikers when they're attacking. Like, for example, Portugal has Bernardo Silva. We all know who Bernardo Silva is. We all know how he controls the game. But barely putting the ball down, barely giving him ball to feet, asking him to go and stand and try beat a defensive line on a cross. Come on, man. Bernardo Silva's not going to do that. Foden is not going to do that. I really don't understand that tendency, We saw it, funny enough, even with Sundowns this year, towards the end, we saw it with them, where their players were all lining up, waiting for runs, which is weird because you've got possession deep and the defense is now set because you're not moving with any urgency. But as they progress up the pitch, all of them go towards the defense and then they all stand on the defensive line. I will not for the life of me, and I cannot for the life of me understand why they do those type of things. It's weird, man. Can't believe some United fans want Southgate. OT says, Pelele, I love Italy since I understand football, but I love Argentina more than both countries I follow. Okay, Pelele. No stress. Indy says the only difference between England and Nigeria is the location. Yo. I felt that on behalf of Nigerians. They were catching strays in J. Who was that guy that was playing with Embolo? It was Embolo and another guy. I'm forgetting. Is it Ndoye? Like, those two could really give among Stones and Walker and Konsa. They could probably give them a lot of problems, eh? I think, was it the game versus Germany where they were really giving problems up front? This should be a realization to England that their league is the best because of outside players. That's true. But what's also killing them is the way that they want to stick to being English. Gareth Southgate needs an English team, or he needs less skilled players on the pitch. Because he doesn't know how to play these guys. Clear the ball, guys. Oh. Yeah, but running Sundowns was a difficult team to play. Glad he's gone with it. Towards the end, it was starting to get predictable. King Barney says, as a United fan, I would die with Southgate in charge. But it would be so English. It would be the Radcliffe of signings, of English signings. No English manager has ever won the league. Oh, you're right. Well, not ever. I'd say post 90s, because I know, didn't George Graham win a league with Arsenal? No, Roy Hodgson doesn't have a league, because that was 30 years. Actually. Yeah, wow. I never thought of that. Pelele says England problem is Southgate, nothing more. Indigo says England fans talk too much. Kane. You see, then your striker is not in the box where your striker is meant to be. Saka did all that hard work to play the ball across. And Kane was ball watching. Aye, man. I don't underestimate Vargas in Switzerland. No, true. They scored in the Italy game. He's one of the guys that scored in the Italy game, right? Corner Trippier to take. Get ready for a daily dose of Bellingham glazing post-match. I don't think we've ever used glazing on my life. I don't think we've ever used glazing on a watch-along. But let's be honest, what he did last game deserved a little bit of glazing. I know he wasn't there for the whole game, but when they needed him most, Mkanangwan. Embolo and Doye were the best forwards, Swiss versus Germany, on their 1-1 draw. That's why I'm like, I think if you could find situations where you could have them be a 2 up front, Switzerland could be incredible. They could be unstoppable. Because look at the physicality. It's the physicality. I don't think our defenders face as much physicality these days. Agent says we're just watching Euros because of peer pressure, to be honest. It is what it is, Agent. I get it, these players are name brands. Embolo will score, says Pelele. Nigo says, yeah, okay. Unomkuba Puma. And I hate that. Yeah, no, that's true. That's why it's either they have when Kane drops back, he needs to tell Bellingham, go. I'm gonna drop in Hugo. That chance from Saka, where Saka hit it across the face of goal, Kane stopped running. He just stopped running. He saw Saka get the ball wide and he was like, I guess Saka's gonna try something there, which is very weird. England's problem is that they take the game lightly until they have to do a comeback. Emotional team. Don't know how to play until everything is on the line. Now, Oting, show the England public, they'll glaze him up. And, you know, England's relationship with Jude Bellingham is so funny. Glazing Jude Bellingham, Saka's going to be on the front page. If they lose this game, Saka's on the front page. Always on the front page. It's incredible. King Gwani says, if we watch Euros for peer pressure, then why don't we stick to COSAFA? Can I be honest? COSAFA was we're not sure what COSAFA is meant to be. We had a show where we spoke about COSAFA. We're not sure what COSAFA is meant to be. Is it meant to be Bafana prep? Is it just a friendly tournament where you bring in random players and they get to run around for a bit? I think we take it as seriously as Safa and Bafana take it. Indy says, later OT, we need to talk about what is happening at Sundowns and how better can affect the Bafana run. No, we'll have a show. Hey, we've been speaking about Sundowns all week, guys. We've been speaking about Sundowns since Rulani got moved aside. Oh, no. Mutually agreed to move aside. Then we had a talk about the future of Sundowns. And then yesterday we spoke about technical directors in the league. Don't freeze. We're doing so well. But I won't lie, Jude is a phenomenal player. For his age. What is happening? Jude is a phenomenal player for his age, man. The future of Real Madrid is safe. I have a feeling Mbappe is going to break Real Madrid, Mara. Let me too. We'll see. I trust my goat. Hey man, now what's happening? I trust my goat Carlo Ancelotti. My Gahleni, just don't compare regional tournament to a continental tournament. We don't know what it's meant to be. Let's be honest, guys. We don't know what it's meant to be. Even if Kosafa was alone, I don't think a lot of people would have watched it anyway. The fact that we got knocked out of the tournament too just tells you everything you need to know. Kekes, it was on SABC Plus and the Facebook page, and I think they showed did they show one of the games? It was like on SABC 3 or something. Hey, anispumuze ngamasandawana right? Oh, Indigo. Indy says we almost promoted Thunder to a big team status, but they're a team in form for the past 8 years. Mali says Kosafa is worth a third of Dolly's salary. That was so mean. That was so mean. That was so mean. Starting Maino over Loam final with Crystal Palace is diabolical. Oh, Gallagher. No, not Gallagher. Kanakimang. Why am I forgetting the name? I think Maino is much better in the midfield, though. I think Maino is much better in the midfield. Ivan Tony namanje abafuna ukufaka uFoden nga10. They're meant to be double 10s. That's why I was like, I thought Southgate was being spicy. When the match started, they told us it's a 3-4-2-1. At times it still looks like that, but then Ufoden, we are striker. When he's meant to be collecting the ball. Saka? Semiko says Ivan Tony. Oh, Ivan Tony. Yes, Ivan Tony over thingy. I wanted to say Gallagher because remember Gallagher was loaned out to Crystal Palace for a year, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Wasn't he was loaned out, no? Honestly, I don't think the problem is striking per se. It's just that up front, England doesn't know what they're meant to be doing. Do they cross the ball in? Do they put the ball on the floor? Is Kane meant to be a center forward who like wins headers and waits for crosses? Is he meant to be a false nine who drops back and plays balls in beside with a partner there? They're just not sure what they're meant to do. It's a lot of what happens with the big teams. Like I said, Kylian Mbappe, what's his role in the France team? What's his actual role? Outside of, hey, just stand up there and hopefully the ball breaks for you and you can take it and go score. Mara, what's his actual role? We don't know. Maino is the right fit. He's intelligent and I like Maino. It's just that they don't pass him. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's they don't trust him or something, Mara. They just don't pass him that way, especially deep in the midfield. Oh, Bellington, man. Hey, Bellington, nai. Is there? Okay. Pat said, is it true that Yamal was subbed because Germany law says teenagers must be in the house before 8 a.m.? Yeah, labor laws, for people who are under the age of 18, You're not allowed to work past a certain time. And if I'm not mistaken, somebody in the comments said that Germany were paying a fine. Not Germany, Spain was paying a fine every time they play him past that point. But also that it had been sorted when he came into the country for his visa or something. So I'm not sure what the story is, to be fair to that, but I just think Spain was trying to shut the back door towards the end of that game. King Bogan says, problem up front, everyone wants to be the nation's hero. Danko, King Bogan. Thank you very kindly. That is the one. That's why I'm like, the problem with the big teams is that they have too many heroes in the teams. Way too many heroes. Kane is dropping into midfield. Bellingham is pushing up into striker. It's too many people trying to do their own thing. You know, positional discipline is so important. From your coach, for your coach to say, guys, I can't have you guys moving all over the place. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. They don't want Menu to shine like Yamal is shining. And I like Menu so much, man. 30 minutes in, we haven't seen much. We haven't seen much this game. Agent, it's another one of those games. Please don't take us to extra time. Nobody likes extra time. Semigosi says Akanji is world class. Indigo says if Southgate departs, which he is, who should be his replacement? Didn't Southgate extend? Wait. Gareth Southgate contract. Let me see. Oh, okay. It says that his contract is expiring December. Oh, wait. The FA, the English FA wants Gareth Southgate to extend England contract until 2026 World Cup. So the FA wants it. He doesn't want it. Shem. At least he knows that he's the scapegoat. Betway King says Spain versus Netherlands final. Look, Betway King, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because of your name. But let's see. I still think France might get to the final. Indigo said if he doesn't win the tournament, it will be the end for him. He'll retire himself. Oh, I'm just reading the headlines here. He's the one who say England is begging him, essentially. England is begging him to stay on as coach, and he's saying, no, thank you. I got a chase. Did someone say David Moyes? Yeah, bring David Moyes, man. Let him have a taste of international football. King Bongani says, so if Southgate leaves the national team, who would take over from him? Oh, that's a tough one. I wonder if they try a Rooney. They try a Rooney or somebody English like that. Bedway says Netherlands will be victors. Okay, Bedway King, I'm taking your word for it. I'll polish my coach. I'll polish my boots and be a coach. I never. Rooney, guys, he had to leave coverage of this thing to go start his job at Plymouth Argyle. Pendulo says Lampard. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's not talk about who they would hire. Let's talk about who would you guys hire for England? Who would you guys hire for England? I wouldn't mind making a call out to Mancini, eh? Graham Potter says Mojan. Oh, that's a good shout. Indigo says Uruno Ahlulai Devi County. Pat says Jose Mourinho will take over from Southgate. You? Jose? Aye, within reason, Bradley. Within reason. Within reason. Let me see. Sam Allardyce. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. David Moyes at United, he was poor and Rooney will lose. Luckily, a nation won't get relegated. They just need a face. Guys, Gareth Southgate has been in that job for 8 years. This job, it's his 8th season in this job. So, I don't see him. They're begging him. They want to keep him. I don't know if they're watching what we're watching, but they want to keep him. But to be fair to him, he's probably England's best performing manager. Probably. That's the scary part. He's probably the best performing manager of, let's say, the last 15 years for England, 10, 15 years. Got to the final last time. Antonio Conte says Indigo, he fits the spec. Jose is at Fenerbahce. Yes. How do they say Fenerbahce? How do they say it? I forgot the spell. I forgot how to pronounce it like that. Pep, because he wants to coach international next season. I don't think Pep would ever take the English job. To be honest with you, I don't think Pep would ever take the English job. England leader coach is going to lead the team because Southgate seems to be controlled by media. But I feel for him. I feel for him. That's what the biggest football media people in the world. They go ham about their stuff. We know about their things. I wouldn't want to coach this team. Honestly speaking, I wouldn't. If I were to coach this team, you have to have balls enough to do what you want to do and rather die on a sword, on your own sword, a sword that you created. Who the hell is Konsa? Konsa plays for Crystal Palace, doesn't he? No, is it Aston Villa? There we go, Aston Villa. I looked him up just there. Hi, at least England gives us talking points. This thing is boring. Panisi says Ancelotti. He'd probably come, but then will he be available is the question. 2026 World Cup is just now. England is like Bafana, so much club politics and media control. England is worse. England is worse. Oh. Foreign, you choose to Mshang spy to. You choose to Mshang spy to instead of playing. Remember what happened to Santos? Finished second, bench finished Ronaldo and he was released. Shame. He was the guy, no, not the guy. He was the guy before Martinez stepped in. Eh? Roberto Martinez will be a good replacement. He's there by Portugal. Didn't work out. King Bongani says, I think to watch EA Prem more than DStv. I'm disappointed. Do you know what? I watched so little EPL this season, to be honest with you. So little. Guys, it's 38 minutes. We're about 7 minutes away from halftime. Remember, it's an interactive show. So when we get to halftime, I'm going to open up and I'm going to hear what you guys want to say about this game. It started off a little bit fun, exciting, but it's just become a Euro game, an average, everyday Euro game, or at least at the Euro 2024s. Minute. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't miss anything, did I? Let me see. Do you think, okay, agent says, I see England stumbling to the final again. It's what I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you guys that this bad football, ugly football, all of that stuff, those teams tend to find their way into finals in the Euros. They tend to find their way. Well, Greece, when they won in 2004 and all those times, guys, these are not exciting tournaments. I don't think, agent, I think I didn't expect exciting football. I wasn't wanting, you know, like I didn't expect like 5-0 or whatever. I was expecting at least that tactically or the gameplay would see something. Like sometimes there's no shots on target from both teams, but it's a game that is ebbing and flowing and going back and forth, and you're watching them think and, you know, figure each other out and hit each other and do all of those things. This has just been like, the teams are, I always say that it feels like these teams, these are the matches before the tournament starts. I think all of us are waiting for the teams to kick into gear. People said that, you know, in the knockouts, we're going to stop seeing boring football. They're going to kick into gear and they're going to push forward. We're still waiting. There's no urgency until somebody scores or until we get into it. Even extra time. What is the game we watched where Germany, was it Germany? They scored to take it to extra time. Yeah, Germany, Spain. They scored to take it to extra time, Germany, and then in extra time, they parked the bus. And I'm like, hey, man, why are you parking the bus? And they got punished. So Real Man says, you're so boring. I thought I was losing touch with football because I've missed so many games. Indigo says, brace yourself, boys. King Moani says, I thought the game was going to be a blockbuster of a match, but it's like watching Chipa versus Arrows. Steve Compella's Arrows or Mabuti Kanyeza. Malik says the death of number 10s was the death of entertaining football. True. It's just that, like, what I'm seeing with these teams is that besides the 10, they don't have dynamic 6s and 8s. They don't have people who can combine with each other, put the ball down and combine, right? So a lot of these teams are just going wide and playing balls in. You look at Portugal last night, everything was going up the left-hand side. Mendes Liao, cross. Mendes Liao, aimless cutback. Look at this one. They're literally having to play like this. That's why I admire the teams like your Turkeys, your Georgias. They were actually playing football, like they were building up the middle at times. It looked incredible. But these ones, your number 10 is dropping all the way back because he just wants to touch the ball. There's no other movement that is happening. Yeah, King Streets will never forget Mangoba Mngiti's golden arrows. This is the only moment I remember. Indigo. If you know, you know. Pat says the Minister of Sports wants PSL teams to play one foreign player. Can he change? No, he can't. FIFA will stop that before anything can happen. He's already out there telling them, I'm there. Agent says, like, Sundowns kind of boring. Yeah, like, where you can see things happening. You know what I mean? It could be a 0-0 game with the chameleon. R.I.P. to the chameleon. It could be a 0-0 game, but you watch Kutsia going to midfield. Then you watch Allender coming back around to come pick up. Like, you watch Aubrey dropping in. There's things happening. These ones are just playing. Batle says England is losing today, says Batle. Indigo says wingers don't score the goal he scored during the semifinals. Don't score the goal he scored during the semifinals against Real Madrid. Kvaratskhelia. You admire those who are out. Yeah, malume Kutso. At least also Ritzima Rudadile Polo, man. Okay, halftime, guys. Remember, feel free to jump in, but you have to be following me in order to come in and we can have a conversation about what we are seeing here. But remember, you have to be following me. I'll let some people in. So feel free to request. It is halftime in the England-Switzerland game. What a dull game. I feel like I say this every game for the Euros. What a dull game. Ay. I don't know what we were watching there, man. We were even having our own chats. But it is halftime. If I can just get my graphics right. Let me hear from you guys. What do you guys think? Please feel free to jump in. Please, before you say anything, I apologize to Mrs. Agent. Hey, I feel like I need to say it. Welcome, my brother. How are you? Oh, Agent. Let's see if Mpendulo will be receptive. I think Agent is getting... Just give her the phone. I'm sorry. I apologize. Pendulo, how are you?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, my brother? What's going on? 0-0, England versus Switzerland.
Hey, my brother. I am good, but then I just tuned in the 30th minute. I got network problems. I was also cooking. So I just listened to the conversation. I saw one of those games here. The Euros is giving us its usual dull moments. Yeah.
I thought they were doing something different.
But for me, I think Switzerland will go through based on previous performances, and I also vouch for them.
But they're not playing. I mean, in the last 15 minutes that you saw, do you think that Switzerland could get something here?
Maybe a draw.
Oh, okay.
According to my analysis there.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing much I can say. I have to watch the second half and then probably by the end of the game I can have another take.
Okay, no stress. Let me go to Prastomi. Prastomi, welcome to the show. How are you? Okay, before Prastomi, Agent, are you with me?
All right. No, I'm with you. I think I have the overthinking rule now.
I apologize. First things first, before Mrs. Agent gets angry at me. Yeah, but now what's going on, guys?
No, but I don't know, man. Like I said, what is doing the same thing over and over again and expect the same result. This is the same lineup we saw with this is the same lineup we saw with previous game. It didn't give you anything. You almost lost. So why not change it?
Marakira might say
It's still gonna be the same old boring if you don't change anything.
What is happening? Guys, can you guys there in the comments, are you hearing me fine? I just want to know what's happening. Let me go to Prastomi. Agent, I want to see if maybe it's not me. Prastomi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, I think there's something happening on Agent's side. I'll circle back to you, Agent. Prastomi, tell me, we won on first half.
to be honest, I like the game because it won't be an easy game unless you are undermining the Switzerland. So what I see, there's a good technical game plan with both sides.
Okay.
Because if we are stronger, indlela edlala ngayo England, uFoden is more involved namhlanje. on that side, Trippier, you can see Udendo is not playing. So it's making very hard for Switzerland to penetrate in the game because bakwazi udlalela cala. And there is a good competition between Embolo no Khoza. Uyabona ba he can use his weight to play his team go forward. But again, game most of the time udlalwa in the middle. That is why you don't see Shaka dominating that much because there's a good competition inside the middle. And again, on the side Saka, I can see team is playing, but again, decision making going forward. The final third line, you only problem the team. And again, we don't see Kane in the game. Hence, we see these as players as Fana and number 14 is as interplaying number 2 Bellingham. Otherwise, Kane is struggling in the game. And I think that makes him to struggle. Trippier, he can't go forward. He has to akade Udendo in order the teaming on those sides. So the formation of Switzerland is badlala 3-4-3. Yeah. Which is Akanji, no Rodriguez, no Fabian Shea. Now, when they have the ball, they remain 3. But when it's coming over England, they become 4. That is why Ubona sometimes when they bekwazi udlala uSaka bayakwazi umosha igame yakhe. In those passes. And that's why game very interesting country. But I know that expecting that easy game, it goes, but we cannot say the game is boring.
So then tell me, Prastomi, okay, is he having the same problem that we're seeing over and over in the Euros? That there's your striker is basically isolated. It's basically him with 2 or 3 defenders around him, and there's nobody who can support that striker. We saw it with Cristiano Ronaldo. We've seen it now with Harry Kane. How do you fix that thing, Yoguti? Nasi striker sako, but you're not trying for him to make a miracle between 2 guys, even if you were to cross that ball.
Okay, yes, what I think is that Bazo need to risk in this game in order, Nadal. Because I think those crosses, they need them. 8 crosses as got Trippier that are coming inside the box. Then Osaka has to deliver more. And we are more now on diagonal balls. He can try to play on that side of Kane, but no one who's taking the ball inside the box. Okay. And I think at times it is very important to read a player and is a good team and a good national team. Because Southgate is not aware how does Kane play. We can score goals with Bayern Munich. That is why it's very hard. And again, there's a good communication between Akanji and Fabian. That is why Bekwazi umbulala Kane angadlala.
Okay. Prastomi, for time's sake, I'm going to come back. Let me bring in Utebza. Tebza, welcome to the show. How are you?
So.
We won a strong first half, Tebs. What do you think is happening here?
Even their stress out here. It's the same thing over and over. The imbalance of the team.
Yeah.
It's always the right hand side who's functioning. That side, it seems like Southgate doesn't have the solution for that for the other side. You cannot win because what they do now, they see where Sakaki and the main threat. What they do, they put 2 people on him. Whenever he receives the ball, there are 2 people on him.
Yeah,
you understand? So they know that side is dead. There's no threat. Again with Kane, he's giving a Ronaldo. He's not doing anything. And then we can blame the system and all that, but then as a great player, you must also show up. we must not always put the blame on the system. Hey, what? You understand? We've seen teams like Spain where both Africans had to play as false nines, where we saw Iniesta and Silva playing as wingers. They didn't complain. They went out into the pitch and delivered to show that they are great players. They were played out of position. You understand? So
Yeah.
I realized that we are making too many excuses for England players. You understand? So why are they not substituting Kane and trying out who is more mobile? You understand? Than Kane. You don't have to come deep. There are so many players in midfield. He doesn't have to come deep. He has to make his runs across the 18 yards, not come deep. You understand? So he's coming deep, and now it's too crowded there in the midfield, and he doesn't have the pace to go back and run behind the defenders.
Yeah.
So his runs should be in and around the area there. Those little runs there in and around the area, maybe he can cause trouble. But then if they continue to play this way, I don't see them winning this game. They might get punished and Switzerland winning this game 1-0.
Okay. Let me bring in Agent. Agent, are we a little bit better now?
Yeah, no, I think I switched networks. I don't know if that's better.
Okay, yeah, no, it's much better. It's much better. Welcome, my brother. Continue with your analysis. What did you see from this first half?
Yeah, no, let me start with the Swiss. Let me start with the good side. I don't know if it's bad tactics or good tactics, but usually bad tactics can win good tactics, Usually with the Swiss is they have a +1 rule everywhere in the pitch, in the midfield and in defense and in attack. And Granit Xhaka is the key in between the midfield and the defenders. He's the one who's always alternating between the two to get that +1 rule, so that he can always have that numerical advantage. And then Mbolo is the one who's always dropping between midfield and the strikers to get that +1 advantage. So I think either by sheer coincidence or by sheer planning, the Swiss always find themselves man for man, number for number with the English. I don't know if that is Gareth's master stroke or it's just sheer coincidence, like I said. I think that's why you don't see the Swiss playing good football as you know it. So that's one thing. So I don't know if I should give credit to Southgate or not. But on the English side, because that's why I'm focusing, you can't do the same thing over and over and over again and expect same results. We saw that Kane needs a run. You saw when Ivan Toney came in, he played much better. So we need a runner, So why didn't you play Kane today? I mean, Toney today, That's my worry again with the English, And again, we've been seeing the same problems. Foden and Bellingham in the 10 position and Kane, they create an unnecessary overload in a area where they need an overload, so that it become crowded. So I don't know why Southgate is expecting different results, because this thing has not been working for the past 3 games. You just nearly got knocked out last game, but they're still playing the same tactic. So Southgate is beyond me. Yeah.
So then, Agent, what would you say if I said that for me, they need to again decide what they want to do, right? If you're going to cross the ball with Saka, let's say, why not have Jude Bellingham then push up and be almost like a twin 9 in those situations with Kane? Because it doesn't help to have your one striker sitting there in the middle of a forest of people and expecting Foden to get to that ball or somebody like that. Is it just maybe just figure out what you want to do? Kane and come on, Bellingham, have the conversation of, I'm dropping back, you go forward. I'm going to play you the ball like this. Is it maybe that simple? That guys just figure out something. Hey, guys, if Agent, this gap.
I think it's England.
Oh. I think something's wrong there. Prastomi, tell me, how does England or Switzerland, how do both teams win the second half? and if you can give me your prediction very quickly there. So how must each team approach the second half, and then what's your prediction?
Okay, my prediction is OT. It's a draw the game, 0-0 draw, and we'll go to extra time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Southgate, what he needs now, he needs to bring in Godin to play on that side of left,
Yeah.
so that Mazomane more balls coming to the box and creating more space for Kane. Then in Switzerland, either they bring on Unazeka, Ushakiri, or Udua, adlale kwela cala. Otherwise, Vilakazi is having a good game, and they need to be so patient. Bangancami to go on the third line to break them.
Okay. Debza, how should the two teams approach the second half, and what's your score prediction?
Look, I know what Southgate won't do this, but then, look, you play Mainu as a 6.
Okay.
Because he's comfortable on the ball. He can collect the ball from the defense. He's comfortable, he can do it. Now, you play with Rice and Bellingham as your box to box. And then you bring in Gordon, as Stomy said. You bring in Gordon. Now you have a balance. You have a team that makes sense. You understand? And then maybe bring in Gomez, play in at left back, because he can do a better job than Trippier. That's my take. The England team should be like that. It's that simple. I don't know who the man over. But then for Switzerland, just keep it this way, and then bring in Bo Shakiri at around the 75th minute, depending on the score line. If it's still 0-0, yes, bring them at 75th minute, and then they should finish this game. But then if England scores, then he might make changes earlier. Yeah.
Okay. Debza, Kana, we just score predictions how sering.
Because of Southgate, I see England. I see Switzerland winning this game 1-0.
Okay, Debza. No, Debza, thank you so much, guys. I'll open again when we get to the end of the game. I think what's happening here is that both teams are playing 3 at the back, and they're cancelling each other out. I think England is making life hard for themselves because, like Agent said, they're creating overloads where there's no need for an overload. Now, I want you to see this, where they are right now. Look at Kane, 2 men on him. Look at Foden, 1 man on him. They're going to send help for Saka. So let's say Saka gets the ball into the box. Kane has to do heroics in order to get to that ball. So what's the point of having all of these midfielders if all of them are going to be playing in wide areas? That makes you predictable. We know you are going to Saka. We understand. We know that you guys are building towards that side. We know that Kimang, Bellingham and Foden don't like the left-hand side, would much rather go to the right-hand side mid-area and create a whole bunch of people standing there. So now you look at Kane and you say, but then what is Kane meant to do in this game? When everybody's just dropping. Right now, Rice had to go to the left wing. Rice. Look at the defense. We're slowly attacking. England is slowly attacking. Count the players. 1, 2, 3, 4. With 6 or 7 Switzerland players around them. It's predictable. It's easy. They're not playing their roles. I would have told Jude a long time ago, okay, Jude, when we're attacking, go and be a striker with Kane. So 2 of you stand with the center backs. And then Foden, become the 10 to facilitate whatever's going to happen there. There's no need for an extra person to be there, or an extra 2 people to be in that space. In fact, take one of them out, Foden or Bellingham, put in Gordon. We've been calling for a Gordon to come in so that you can stretch the defense both ways. It's a 3 at the back system. Or if you're so intent on overloading that space, that midfield space, Kane, Kane and come on, Bellingham need to be like this. If Kane pulls a defender and then plays a ball through, Bellingham must be the first person up there. But now Kane is dropping back, and Bellingham is dropping back even further, and Foden is running around somewhere. We're not sure where he is or where he's supposed to be. Then they get caught in trouble and they give it to Saka. Saka is facing two players and has to try. Come on, guys. With Switzerland, I think you need a faster transition. I think you need... what I loved about the game that they played, was it versus Germany or versus Italy? The game that they played versus Germany was that Embolo and Ndoye became outlets. We're defending pretty hard. Shaka's doing a lot of defensive work. The moment you get the ball and take it out, let's let our physical players be the ones that go out and, hit the guys. I'd love to see more transition from them. I think the English defense has a lot of spaces. We've seen them get into the final third with England just outside the box, and there's a space right in front of the box where Switzerland was doing very well in that D area. Switzerland was doing very well there in the beginning of that first half. So, guys, I don't know. I think it's just frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I got a little bit excited when they said he wants to play a back three. It was the 3-4-2-1. Because in a 3-4-2-1, at least there's two tens. They're not crowding each other. You know that the four in the middle might give you some defensive rigidity. You get to push Saka up. You get to push Trippier up. Kante just turned out to be a back four. Just an everyday back four with Trippier not even going up. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Let's see what the comments are saying. Bradley says, bring in Cole, Ivan, and even Anthony to give Sweden the runaround. Kane, Saka, Foden, and Bellingham is not working. Not working at all. Like I said, I don't mind sacrificing Foden or Bellingham and bringing in a Tony then. Bring in Tony, bring in Gordon. Rather you cross so we know what you're doing. Rather you cross and have two targets inside that box than, this half and half that they're doing right now. Agent says Kane needs a runner. You know what's crazy, Agent? Kane needs a runner, but Bellingham is the runner a lot there in that Madrid team. Just not communicating, I guess. And that takes away Kane's best attributes, takes away Bellingham's best attributes, because Bellingham is now playing a controlling midfielder role, which is not necessarily something that he does on a daily for Real Madrid. I don't know what England is trying to do. I've been watching so many of the English games, and all you can say,
I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm trying to figure out the formation. I'm lost.
Trying to figure out what's happening. I'm lost as to what the plan is meant to be. It really is Saka and Inshallah. Saka and Inshallah. King Bogani says Kane or Jude must be subbed. Jude. I'm for Kane or Foden. Kane or Foden need to come off. One of the two. We've seen enough, man. We've seen enough. Agent says he misses his coach. Huh? Your coach is gone. In his own words.
Ziyakhala and is a loudspeaker, and I couldn't do it off. I don't couldn't do it off. Ziyakhala very much. Ziyakhala very much.
In his own words. I don't know if he's talking about himself, but Ziyakhala manje. Okay, let's see. 53 minutes in. I want to see a goal, man. I don't want to go into extra time for more of these things. Bradley says Kane seems to be in the wrong position at the wrong time. It seems to be in the wrong place, man. Maybe he's used to Bayern system, hence this nonsense, says Bradley. Pat says England should have included players like Sancho, Madison, Barkley, and Rashford. Arakama's what? Pat, this is what I don't understand. You have Gordon You have a Gordon right there to give you with and be direct. You have a Cole Palmer who tends to be direct when he plays in any case. They're not getting any game time. They're not getting trusted with playing in this team. Like I see what Rashford, which is great. There's a certain type of player they are, and they would be very beneficial. But right there on the bench, you have a whole bunch of players that should maybe be getting chances. Guys, this tournament so far, we've seen Trent in midfield for absolutely no reason at all. We've seen this dynamic between the front four. There's just... I don't know, man. I don't know. As Welly says, if they don't create goal-scoring opportunities for him, he will be useless. And that's exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Some of the times we look at players and we say, hi, he's playing garbage. But look at the game plan. Look at the gameplay. Tell me where Kane has gotten the ball in a dangerous situation all game long. Tell me where there's been a situation where Kane has been able to drop back and somebody could run in and win the ball. They basically get bored and then they go look for the ball. Look at where Kane is. He wants to trap the ball and play it to somebody. Who's the somebody? And then when he picks up the ball where he picked it up right now, do you understand that there's 3 defenders in a line behind him? Which means that who's meant to be your threat to the defense is sitting all the way back up there. Why? Because he really just wants to touch the ball. He wants to feel the ball. Pendulo says he doesn't trust them. He doesn't trust them. So again, Southgate, why pick these players if you're not going to give them game time? Why pick these players if you're not going to play them and give them a little bit something to do, man? Mbolo. That's why I want Dohe up with Mbolo, man. Saka has been playing well. Saka Wabatu, he's the outlet. Saka Wabatu is the outlet. They're playing Saka similar to what Arsenal does with Saka sometimes, where it's just, hey, give him the ball, guys. He's got 2 defenders on him. He'll make something happen. Just give him the ball. Saka Wabatu. My poor Saka. Palmer is treated the same as Grealish when he was playing for Aston Villa. Good player, but not for Southgate. He's right there. Arguably one of the best seasons on the pitch. He's right there. He got what, 20 minutes last time? Sam says, isn't Luke Shaw fit? I'm not sure if he's match fit, is the issue. Zweli says Southgate is playing names. That's true. Foden has been non-existent all game long. That's why now I'm like, either Foden or Bellingham can jump, eh? I think. Where is he? Is he on the right wing? No. Okay, there he is. Hi, guys. England is, and there's potential. The irritating thing about England, I say this every time we watch them, the irritating thing about England is that there's potential. There's players there that if you just tweak some things tactically, not a lot, 2 or 3 things, you would see a game. But this. Then you have Rice, who's a passenger in the midfield. Switzerland has decided to sit back and park the bus. They've parked the bus essentially. Look at the middle. Yeah, please create 2. Bellingham, don't stand next to Kane. Go to a defender. Thank you. Pull a defender. Do something. But the worst thing is that England is going to get a lucky break. Switzerland, come on, boy, you've got the legs. No, what was that? Come on. Is it Freuler? They've got it when they transition. Southgate is a poor coach playing players out of position. Malume Kuta says, you will complain until they win it. They will win it. They will win it. I don't think England will win this match, says Sam. Has England been outplayed in any of their games? I'm not going to say outplayed, but they haven't done themselves any favors themselves. They were outplayed, you could say they were outplayed versus Slovakia. They just had a late flurry, I guess. But it's not that they were playing better than the other team. Not outplayed, not outplaying anyone. A draw. Foden deep in midfield, says Bradley with some crying faces. Zweli says Bellingham plays as a false 9 with Real Madrid. That's why I would... You guys need to talk to each other. You guys need to talk to each other. Kane could be playing some amazing balls through to Bellingham. They need to talk to each other. They're not communicating. Both can't drop back, because when both drop back, it means that Rice is in midfield, Foden is in midfield, Bellingham is in midfield, Kane is also in midfield. To do what? Oh, Mainu is in midfield. To do what? Really? Corner to Switzerland. Can they get something here? Why are England players protecting Southgate? I saw them playing cricket on the one live video, or the one video on YouTube. They're releasing a lot of content during this tournament on that England YouTube account. I guess they like him. He's a friend of the players, I guess, especially the stars. Have you guys spoke about Sundowns today? We touched on it. We touched on it. It's not a Sundowns day, but we touched on it. Hi, this week we've been speaking about Sundowns. Monas, hey, we've been speaking about Sundowns, man. Okay, here comes Switzerland. Finally pushing up the pitch. Let's see if they can't get something from this. Scrappy wins. This Euro has been scrappy. It's mostly scrappy. It's mostly teams winning by chasing the ball. Let me say not mostly, a lot of times it's been chasing the ball. All players behind the ball. What happens when you win it back? Maybe not. I'm old school too much. Okay, Switzerland has had possession but hasn't had something happen. They haven't finished the move. Sam says, I feel sorry for Portugal. Guys, you can't feel sorry for national teams, guys. It's a tournament. It happens. You get knocked out. It happens. How do we feel about Martinez as a coach? How do we feel about Martinez? He seems to always get jobs. And we know what happened with Belgium. Now, Portugal is a bit shaky. Oh, Vargas coming off. Vargas and Reader coming off. Am I missing something? Where does Zuba play? Steven Zuba. I just want to see what he is. He's a winger. Okay, I guess. Why would he take out Vargas? Oh, that's interesting. Another boring match. What did you guys expect anyway, says Prince. Agent says Southgate that went to private school. I want to know what he writes on his CVs, man. He's always got a job. King Bongani says Roberto is a good coach, but coaching a national team is no child's play. Ask Pitso. My issue is that he's coached. Okay, this is his second national team job. You would have imagined that he'd have some things in the bag. Oh, I wonder why Thierry didn't follow him. Hey, when? Don't get me banned. Teams worried about conceding instead of scoring, hence this dull performance. That's true. No one wants to make the mistake. Is Bellingham coming? Oh, I thought Bellingham was coming off. I'm like, hey, Southgate. He grew some very quickly. Grew some things. I think he was more suited for small clubs, your Wiggins and Evertons, but national team ball is different, says Umto. Khanye was highly regarded at Everton, ne? It's a wonder. Thierry didn't follow him, ne? Thierry didn't follow him. If you took out Bellingham, I was going to say no. I respect you, Southgate. Even if it doesn't work, I respect you. Maybe that's what you need to do as a national team coach. Best job in. Take people out. Yeah, but he didn't follow him to Portugal. He didn't follow him to Portugal. Of steel. Yeah, no, they need to be of something. Mara, he didn't do it. I thought he had done it. Thierry is coaching French under-23s. Yeah, there we go. That was recent. That was a recent appointment, wasn't it? That was a recent appointment. Umnandi guys to always have these jobs ready. Yeah, for the Olympics, yeah. Oh, what a sloppy game. Like, we're waiting for a mistake to happen or for that infamous guy, the top goal scorer at the tournament, on goal, to come in and show us something. Oh, Kane. Like Shine Logo boy. Sam says, I keep wasting 2 hours of my life watching England. Please don't say 2 hours. Well, okay, it's going to be 2 hours anyway, but please, can it end after 2 hours? When the 90 minutes hits plus the half times, can it please end in regulation time? I don't have it in me to watch an extra time game and probably watch an extra time game, Netherlands, Turkey. England just need to hurry up and score their lucky goal so that we can all relax. Indy says, I see you hoping for England to win, but the Swiss will get results. Let's see. King Bongani says this game is like our normal DStv Prem games. You know what's funny? In the group stages, I apologized to the PSL. I said my apologies to PSL. I said to them, Mina, I thought you guys were bad, and I thought, you know, it was because of the quality and all of that stuff. Yeah, high quality players doing the same thing. Look at how deep Kane is, says Sam. Rennick says, I hope England wins. Also Dutch in the second game. We can't even say it with our chest because you never know how this is going to pan out. Just take a look at Harry Kane defending. Bradley, I am so done with England, guys. I'm so done with England. And I can bet you, it's not an instruction that's making Harry Kane go all the way back. It's not an instruction. He's bored. He's bored. I think Kane has touched the ball maybe maybe 5 times, maybe. Mto says this may well be England's last game. Shocking for pre-tournament favorites. Pre-tournament favorites because of hype. We also have to speak about the world rankings and the influence the Nations League is having on the world rankings. Guys, England is meant to be 5th in the world. 3rd best team in Europe, 5th in the world. And we saw France 2nd in the world, 1st in Europe yesterday play. We've seen a lot of these top 10 teams play, Mara. Hi, guys. Renex says Kane is a defensive striker. Kane is a defensive striker. I blame his boots, though. What's wrong with his boots, Renex? King Bohani says Dutch game. We'll see Vegas play and miss 50 chances, then score 1. Agent, are you hearing how they're speaking about your star boy? Is Southgate on the touchline? I didn't see. England depend on moments in every game, says Sam. Pat says, what a boring match. We could have been watching rugby SA versus Ireland. Togo says, England and France really disappointed me in this tournament, truly speaking. This tournament disappointed me, truly speaking. 52% possession to England, even though 0 shots. At least Switzerland has, 3 shots and 1 on target. Ah. Am I lagging again? I might be lagging. I'm streaming it, guys. Apologies. There are some things I miss and some things that take a little bit longer to get to me. Streaming the game. Those boots of Kane, I don't even know what brand it is. It's like... Wait, who's Kane signed to? Kane signed to... Let's see. Skechers. Oh, he's wearing Skechers, Kana. Leave him and his Skechers, man. He's getting paid a lot of money to wear those boots. How are you on 25 minutes when it's on second half? You add 45. Just add 45 to whatever my timer says, and you'll have the actual time. We're on the 72nd minute according to here, but you might be a little bit ahead of me. Southgate is surely waiting for 88 minutes to make his substitution always, says Bradley Mtogo. Says, I personally think Trent Alexander should be a starter. Obama, if he was playing the 3-4-3, if he was playing the 3-4-2-1 or 3-4-3 that he was playing, I would love it. I would make it a 3-4-1-2. Nah? I would take Saka off. I would let Trent go all the way up. I would take Kimang Trippier off. I would let Gordon go all the way up. Then I would take Foden or Bellingham off. More Foden. Then I would bring in Tony. And we'd just cross the ball. You guys don't want to put the ball down. Cross it. Pepper the box. Just pepper it up until something breaks. Agent says England needs more Manos. They need to trust them. They need to trust them. Sam says, my brother just went to sleep. He's had enough. The fact that we still have to do this at 9 o'clock is already something else. Maybe Jude can wake us up. Like, really, I know it's anti-football, and I know that you guys wouldn't like it, and I know we speak about beautiful football all the time, but I really just think Trent on one side, Gordon on the other, Kane with Tony, and Jude running in as a late run. Cross the ball. Helicopter.
I just got a notification. It's a goal.
Ten past 4. I shall 10 past 4.
Ziyakhala and ziku loudspeaker and I khona into off. I don't khona into off. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje. Hayi ziyakhala ke manje.
You guys didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. King Bongani says, SA fans hate helicopter football. We at Chiefs played it, fans are complaining. I'm unfriendly. The hard ones are the hard ones. What can I say, man? The hard ones are the hard ones. Okay, the hour. Why did we think England was going to take it anyway?
But they will hurt. They will hurt you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Indy says, I'm here for my team. Voila. And Match says, another late goal might come for England. Mbolo did what Kane should be doing. Stay closer to the post. Danko Exo. Now he's going to go all the way to the post. Danko Exo. Now England is going to want to start playing. Now. I was never coming home, Togo. It was never coming home. But we were hoping they'd get to the final at least, man. It wasn't coming home, though. Now you will see England play English football. It's about comebacks. Renek says Swiss have a tendency of doubling their lead. Ryan says, ladies and gentlemen, the Bellingham show is in session. The Bellingham show is in session. Let's see what he can do. Look at England. Now they put players in the box. Now you've got Jude Bellingham in the box. Now, when it's lit, that's when you decide. Did you see who assisted Mbolo? The only Ndoye. Those two. What was Southgate waiting for? Bring in Colin Ivan. I don't understand. I will never understand Gareth Southgate. I'm not going to pretend to. Yo. Do you know what Shaka would have done this season if Switzerland make it to the semis? Do you know what Shaka would have done? This is crazy. Sam says the game has just begun. King Bogani says England will score in Fergie time. Yeah, look at the subs. Let's see. See? Trippier. Why Mainu? Why? Huh? Why Mainu? Look. The cameras found Bellingham. Jude as well. Okay. You got some balls. Look, Jude is like, man. Jude is like, give me 5 more. Give me the last 5 minutes, coach. I need 85th minute. Okay, he's not coming off. Southgate remembered that, hey, there's clutch time coming, and there's one clutch player. There's one very clutch player in world football. Super clutch. They must nominate Shaka for Ballon d'Or. Hey, guys, you guys are joking. Shaka has done something this season. Southgate is now tripping, says Indy. Why Kane didn't get a red card? Which one? Dino says Jude as well. The game is just beginning. I told my friends this morning that this Switzerland team. Okay. Prasem, is your friend by any chance Betway? By any chance, is your friend Betway? Is that who you told? As they might bring some fire. I told.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
Yeah. Get Betway. Get me. Okay, let's see. Indy says Swiss is gonna go win on penalties. King Bongani says, oh, there we go. I'm behind. Okay, wait, give me a second. Saka doing what Saka does. Saka doing what Saka does.
I just got a notification. It's a goal.
Guys, Saka and Inshallah. Yeah? But Saka and Inshallah. I know, I'm an Arsenal fan. You know there's games where we do that, where it's like, hey, Saka, you have to beat your two men and score. Saka and Inshallah. 1-1. Bellingham time now. Last 10 minutes. Beat your two men, score. Saka and Inshallah. I'm a tad bit behind, guys. Sorry, Stan's house. I'm screaming. I'm streaming. I'm streaming.
Guys, ngiyile like ngikhumbulile like yabona mhlasa rock cause being heard but I'm back.
That's basically what happened here. Ryan is saying that it's about to be the Bellingham show. The Bellingham 10 minutes. Mr. Brain, yes, I saw. Saka and Inshallah. He always pulls through somehow. Oh. What's going on now? I'm freezing. In Bellingham time. It's not Fergie time anymore, guys. It's Bellingham time. Let's see. Very poor goalkeeping, but also the defending was atrocious. Oh, Luke Shaw was there. Did he do that little thing he does when he runs on, or does it always do it when he's starting matches? Who do you think is going to win? Says Stan's house. I had said England. I thought it was going to be like a 1-0 situation. Guys, Switzerland, send Embolo and Ndoye up front. Just put them up front. Let them terrorize the defense. Now you have to watch Bellingham. With everything you have to watch Bellingham. Togo says, I still believe England will win. Oh, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka's record is actually pretty crazy. I think he's got something like 25 goals and assists in 30 games or something for England. Saka England record. Okay, so Ayman, where is it? Goal contributions. I was making this point the other day in the group that Saka might not be the most exciting player, you know, like he's not like a winger that's going to blow everything down, right? But he's consistent, and I think That's why Saka is always preferred. Everybody wonders why. Why would you choose Saka over Mangma? Why would you choose? He's just consistent, guys. I'm trying to find the stats. Okay, June 17. Yeah, 34 games, 19 goals and assists. 34 games, 19 goals and assists. There we go. England has the best players, but the way that they're playing, says Stanshouse. Panisi says Southgate is the one to be blamed tactically. Players have to pull out their individuality. King Bongani says England are now starting to play. Did it take going down? Emotional team, guys. Emotional team. That's all you can say. You could also argue that some of the players there, some of the players that are in that team, only wake up later. I'm just trying to see something. Anyway, let's see what England does. There's 5 minutes left. Has Jude Bellingham started? Is Jude still on? Yeah, Jude is still on. Mute Southgate on the touchline, Shem. He's stress-free. Mourinho's voice. There's a reason why Southgate didn't take Bellingham out. Let's see. I want to see. Here we go. He started moving a certain way, Bellingham, before scoring that other goal. I don't know if now he's saving his Bellingham antics for extra time. Let's see. So yeah, I was just saying, that's why they like Saka. Saka's just consistent. Like, he'll consistently do that thing. Jude, please, guys, please don't let this go into extra time. I say, believe. Oh, wow. You can't dribble all of them. Oh, Saka. That was a very bad cross. That one. Why is Kane so wide? Let's see. I want to see if they're going to be able to win something here. Shaw, Eze, and Palmer came on. Would have loved to have seen Trent here. In these final minutes, would have loved to see Trent, because we're probably going to see the same type of balls get played. And I think Trent is a better passer. So I would have preferred Trent coming in at some point here, just to use that educated right foot of his. I can't watch extra time, Shem. Late night plans. Hey, Sam says Saka will always be the star boy. Msabe says, come on, Sweets, the Swiss. And then Lulu says Saka is looking dangerous. Butler says the thing is British media wants England to play like Man City. Remember Barcelona and Spain. But that's what I was saying, Butler, that I think it's one of two things. It's either you get a coach who can play that exciting football and use these guys, or you allow Southgate to play boring football. Let him play his boring football. I think Southgate would be much more comfortable with a traditional pair of sixes, and then you have two wingers, and you're just pumping balls for the guys in the middle. Maybe Kane, maybe you do a two. Oh, wow. Eze, where was that ball going, buddy? 88 minutes. Does Jude have one in him? Does Saka have a shock for England? Stay tuned on Dragon Ball Z. Trent was going to deliver those beautiful crosses to Harry. That's what I'm saying. Did you see what happened in the extra time? And it wasn't Shaw, it wasn't Trent. But you see what happened when they had two strikers on the pitch. And Ivan Toney got that knockdown for Kane. I think it's time for 2 strikers. Like, I'd really... Prasam says too many draws in this tournament, like bafana. Hey, that's the 3rd best team in Africa according to AFCON. Please. Please. Here comes Jude Moment. "89 minutes in, we're staring down the barrel of extra time here. But here comes the Swiss. Here comes the Swiss. Play it. Embolo had beaten his man, Mara. Ndoye. Embolo had made a run. He could have played that ball earlier. Ndoye wanting his own goal. Do you want your own goal, buddy? You assisted on that one. You want your own goal now. He should have played that ball. Oh, Bukayo. Rice was at fault for the Usus goal. Unyatele clutch. Let me go to... Yeah, okay, there we go. Southgate to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar. If you're going to make me pick agent, Ole Gunnar. OGS. Before Boateta were finishing second, he was doing it. Oh, Switzerland, are you guys trying? No, don't wind down the game. Go get the goal. Cross it, just cross it. Too many extra time games. We need to win 90. Yay. Thank you so much for the gifts. Then I freeze. How do you freeze now? Zia was Melu Bellingham and then you're going to freeze. England really want to avoid penalties. We know why. Mcho says Southgate is so limited. I'm relieved the United board extended ETH's contract because ETH from Timothy was like, I know my guys, no my ngifuna ukuspana no my. Indy says not today. Todd, thank you so much for the gifts. Dino, thank you so much for the gift. Sam says almost a goal for Switzerland. Yeah, it passed through. Hey, if only he called for it. Bafana would finish third at the Euros. These teams can't play. They're scared to take on each other. Lulu says England is parking the bus now. Ndala says, who scored for England? Starboy, Bukayo Saka. Mtos says extra time it is. Guys, I don't want to see another extra time game. But anyway, we're going into extra time. Guys, feel free to jump in. No, guys. Bellingham is saving it for the 18th minute of extra time. He's saving it for, not 18th, the 28th minute in extra time. I don't want to see another extra time game. Guys, feel free to request. Let's have a conversation about what we saw here. The game has finished 1-1. We are heading into extra time now. The Bellingham show is a little bit late today, but they're probably going to want to do it in extra time. That was another game of individual brilliance. Another game of individual brilliance from England. Mto, they can't finish in 90 minutes.
Agna team, la? Just individuals playing football. I mean, even the equalizer, that was a moment of brilliance from Mr. Very, very good. He always does that.
I'm wondering why Juventus is picking him up. You don't allow Saka to so much space on his left.
Yep.
You know, as a United fan, I've seen that thing happen to us. I know Saka very well. So I'm surprised they didn't bump space on him. But honestly, guys, Switzerland second half was much better than England. Yeah, when they even carved out more chances than England. England was just sometimes maybe no edge. Could have done a little bit better there.
Okay.
Yeah, but I when that no man. I want to Euro. I'm giving the 3 out of 10. No.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. Let me bring you Stormy. Press Stormy. 1-1. Quiet second half. It was a quietish second half. What do you think of that game, of how the game ended there?
Hey, team, now I was expecting a draw at 0-0.
Yeah.
So it happened, he scored first, then and he could have said it was a team play. Then England individual performances. And I can see Osaka is settling in on that side.
Yeah.
But it's going to be tough to move up. Big extra time. We don't know where's a big strength to go for 30 minutes.
Do you think that this game is gonna go to penalties?
One possible way, bro. Because 15 minutes is a little time. So if both teams they can concentrate, they won't concede goal. But again, if there's space to play, meaning they can concede, anyone can win the game. I like the concept of playing Mbola up front.
Yeah.
And it is working very, very well for them. Because you can see the interplay of them starts from him.
Yeah.
At times you see him dropping deep to collect the ball and block defensive finger.
But very quickly, Stormy, I'm gonna come back. Mto, we're gonna head back just now. How should they approach these extra times? Should somebody park the bus? Should they try see it out? And maybe just turn down the volume a little bit there on your phone, just so for the echo.
All right. No, man, I think both teams should throw everything, man. Let's just have an interesting knockout game, man. I want to see them go at each other, man. Proper go at each other. I mean, England, when they were 1-0 down, they made all of these changes trying to go after the game. I hope they do go after the game. They don't just sit back and hope for more penalties. And then in Switzerland, they've shown that they can also go at England. They should do a little bit more. And that's watch I don't want it to get to penalties after not trying to win the game. Why? The teams should try and win the game. I mean, my penalties are not guaranteed. Yesterday we saw Portugal leave, and I mean, that's a painful way to leave a tournament. For me, if you don't try now, you'll regret. Because my penalties, if it goes to penalties, I can guarantee you England is out. Because Pickford is much shorter than Soma, and for me, even if he can save, but it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Prastomi, how should they approach this extra time? How should the two teams approach this extra time?
Okay, I think they should take out Kane and bring in Vanilla player Ivan Tony. They should bring in Ivan Tony. If the first half of the 15 years is not working and end up 14, they should also bring in Upoen.
Okay.
Yeah, so that will be they can create goals up because of transfers.
How should England try to create those goals? Should it be central play? Should they be crossing? What do you think should happen?
It should be central play now.
Okay.
Because for a very long time they've been failing to deliver inside the box.
Yeah.
So it won't help because you can see our cards is very away. That is why Spain is struggling in the game.
And then
Then
Switzerland.
as for Sweden, they should stick to the plan. Then at some time introduce football.
Score prediction, guys. They're still going 1-1. To.
I think it's 1-1 there because these teams they're not really giving me the thing, but unless they start, that's a good try. But I no, for me 1-1. I don't see this game having any other goal. So Panthers against Unluck.
Trust told me, how's this game going to end? Are we going to penalties?
OT, as much as I hate England, I see them going through by 2.
Okay, Stormy. Okay, guys, we're back in. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll see again. At halftime, guys. In the queue, I've noted you. I will let you guys in as we go along. I just wanted to say that we're into extra time. The score is 1-1. Switzerland was able to score a goal through Embolo, and then England managed the reply through Bukayo Saka, the star boy, the front page news when they lose. That player who they put on the front pages when they lose, he was able to give them a little bit of something here. They haven't played another game where England has essentially been bailed out by the individual brilliance of their players. We're not actually seeing them play. I'm a little bit worried about Switzerland because they haven't necessarily been pushing as much as they should be pushing. And I'd love to see Embolo get more into the game. I'd love to see them get to the final third more times than they have right now. But we are in the first half of extra time. We're 3 minutes in. As you know, it's 2 halves of 15 minutes to decide whether we're going to penalties or not. We saw penalties yesterday, and Cristiano got knocked out. Barely survived penalties the game before. So is that the same fate that is going to befall this England team? Or maybe are we going to see Jude Bellingham give us some magic at some point here? Let me keep everybody coming in. Pro KB, just try requesting again. Bradley, how are you? Welcome.
Hey, Mr. OT.
I'm tired, guys. I am tired. Tell me about this game and how they should approach the second half.
Hey, this game so fun. It's fun. We're going into extra time like yesterday. So I think even the substitution from South Africa didn't make sense. I mean, like taking Manu, I believe that Manu was the best player for England. He was very cool with the ball.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. You can bring in Trent to come and give those crosses to Harry, bring in Ivan Tony to come and just, get those ball in the net. But man, this is boring.
How do you think it's going to end?
It's difficult, but should it go to extra time? England with penalties, we know that so Switzerland is gonna go through with penalties. That's my prediction.
Okay. No, Bradley, thank you so much. Let me see. Umamsan is saying, Mto is saying Arsenal players are trying to win it. Declan Rice with a shot there that just went wide by a little bit. Just trust on Arsenal, guys. Just trust Arsenal. Let the Arsenal players take us through. Sam is saying this game is so unpredictable. And it's not unpredictable. I would have loved it to be unpredictable because it was like back and forth, but it's unpredictable because we don't know who's going to creep up and score. Cole Palmer could get the ball out of the blue and shoot it into the corner, and you never would have guessed it. Jude, what are you doing back there? Jude, just get into the box, bro. Just go to the box. You know what you want. You want that glory moment. Just go get the glory moment, Jude. I'd love this team plays better than the first team, quote unquote, the first team. Bradley says it's boring as hell. Aren't these top 10 teams? Well, England is number 5 in the world, 3 in Europe. Oh, take one for the team, boy. England, please avoid penalties. Are you for or against the Swiss? Yes, Sam. Do you want England to win? Play it back. There we go. Build it. Build it. Tungani, boys. Come on. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? I'm hoping that they can do something, man. I want Switzerland to score like a lucky goal here. At least make the next, 23 minutes more exciting. Oh, Kane doing defensive duties. Oh boy. They're not giving the ball up front, so might as well go and defend. Kendoya is coming off. Zakaria has made it onto the pitch. Okay. Play a 2, boy. You're a big boy. Go and play up front. Zakaria. Is Zakaria... What position does Zakaria play? Wait. I'm going to look it up. I don't want to be wrong. Zakaria. I'm on. Oh, I'm on news. Oh, defensive midfielder. Okay. Yegelan. Guys, feel free to request. Feel free to request. Tebza. Here comes Eze. Wins the foul. Eze wins the foul. We're almost 10 minutes in, which means we only have 5 more minutes of this half left. England has got into defensive formations. Switzerland is bringing on defensive midfielders. Yeah, these teams are not going to go for it as hard as they should. They don't want to go for it as hard as they should. What is it with the European teams? And do they trust themselves on penalties that much? Like, the fact that they switch off. Germany switched off versus Spain and they were like, now we're just going to sit back. What is it about these teams? Do they just trust themselves to that degree? Just play it long, buddy. Just play it long. We need a goal from someone here. Sam says Switzerland doesn't want to take risks. Man, it's tournament football, guys. Oh, these people need to take risks. You have to try win the tournament. Like, I don't like this thing of like playing it safe. Then you go home via penalties and we must cry for you after you didn't do anything the whole half. Saka. Opinion fan. Get in the box, Jude. Why is Foden in the box? Jude? Oh, he wants it. Yeah, he wants it. Sam, Jude wants it. What minute of the game? It's 11 minutes. Did my timer start? What's happening with my timer? Yeah, it's 11 minutes of extra time. So we're in extra time right now. It's the first half of extra time. Does Jude have something in the bag that's left? Okay, Switzerland putting the ball together. They're really playing, but they're not going for it. Or are both teams waiting for the second half of extra time to go for it? They're not going for it out and out. They're just enjoying the possession right now. Can you imagine England going home another year? I want to see all of those, all of the YouTubers, the English YouTubers. Hey, those guys know how to cry, man. They know how to complain. I would love to see them complaining about these type of games. I'm sure they're going off right now. They're not going to give us excitement, are they? What is Southgate whispering there with his assistant? Oh, Pickford, ball playing goalkeeper, way, Nana. Come on, do something. Go forward. Is Kane even still on the pitch? Rosa red, violets are blue, Rulani vibes. At least Rulani would be like giving it to them. Mr. Football says Southgate is a horrible manager who can't control a team of superstars. Hey, to be fair to him, coaching superstars is a whole different ball game. Gonna tell a guy who earns 10 times what you earn that he must sit down and play a position. Never. Or he must bench. On top of that, there's media pressure. Why is Bellingham so deep? I don't understand it. I said it from the beginning. If you're not going to take him out, let him play all the way up on the defense with Kane. Then cross the ball. Try and create as many chances to put the ball into the box as you can and take it from there, right? Stemigo says Foden can't even do basics and there is nothing to do with the system. Guys, Foden is lost, guys. Foden is lost in the sauce. That's what Foden is. Foden doesn't know where he's meant to go. We are done with the first half of extra time. What a letdown. What a letdown. We're going to be going into the second half very quickly. Olisi says, problem with England is not the players, the manager, he's clueless. Why is not off, he's terrible. Foden only plays better under Pep. Kane is off. In terms of like the game, Milangsaz, guys. England will wait for the Swiss to score before they play seriously. But the Swiss are not going to want to score here. The Swiss are not going to score. Unfortunately, the Swiss are not going to score here. It is like that. I expect a lot more from England, but I think what I'm missing from a lot of the teams in the Euros is that, that intensity. Playing like you want to go out and win the cup, playing like you are, on the pitch to go do something. They're just like lax. All of them are just lax. England showed us that they can be up-tempo. Last 5 minutes of the game that they played with Slovakia, first 10 minutes of extra time, they showed that they are capable of having a tempo. But the tempo needs to be triggered every single time instead of them playing with that tempo. I expect so much more from players who are superstars, players who play at the highest level, right? Players who we see week in, week out, do amazing things. Like you'd expect that even from that aspect, the basics of it, the tempo of the game. Okay, coaches put you in a bad position. What are you doing to facilitate this game and show that you're alive? Like show that you are there. And it's not just England, it's a lot of these teams. We expected Mbappe at some point, Mbappe to go, I'm Kylian Mbappe. Let me take the ball and go at these guys and give them a tough time. They're not even doing those type of things, man. It's irritating to me. You can't tell me that these players don't have technical ability. They've never played a 1-2 pass. They've never played a diamond, not a diamond, triangle. They've never gone out in certain ways. They're so clueless on the pitch. Mr. Football says Switzerland is pushing extra time. Sam says, do you think Southgate is still going to be the manager after the Euros? Well, they offered him a contract. They already offered him a contract. He's the one who said that if he doesn't win the Euros, he's going to quit. So the contract is on the table. The FA wants him back. But he's the one who's saying, I don't want to do it. Kolisi says he's scared to drop one between Foden and Bellingham. They can't play together. Put Gordon wide. Simple. We've been saying this. Simple. You see, by now, for me, I'll say it again. Foden would be off. You would have Ivan Toney on the pitch. You would have Gordon in for somebody. I'd take somebody off. That menu sub that doesn't make sense. I'd probably have brought on Gordon and just play with and whip balls in. We know how many own goals have been scored in this tournament, guys. There have been so many own goals that have been scored in this tournament. Manufacture one. Okay, the Swiss going wide. England play black football. They go down when they start playing, says King Bongani. Temiko says, as to why Cole Palmer still starts games on the bench is still a mystery. He doesn't trust anyone. He doesn't trust the players. And for some reason, a coach from one of the deepest countries in the world in terms of players, like England should have a crap ton of players. He picks these ones, then he doesn't trust them. He was crying for Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips. Imagine. Did he even play Calvin Phillips when he was there? I don't know. England penalty shootout record is shocking. Lost 4 out of 5 in the Euros. Temiko says, OT Southgate is the best manager England has had in recent times. The new man will regress. Rather. I think it's the funny enough, the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer conversation, where it's like, yes, you guys are finishing second. Yes, there are times where, you're holding the standard. At what point do you want to get better? And I know that example is Snacks because it didn't quite work out for them either. Has Harry Kane hurt? But I think that's the type of thing. You can't be afraid to go to a new coach and hold on to him. It's 8 years. 8 years Southgate has been in this job. And I know they got to the finals in 2020, which is great. But 8 years he's been in the job. Sergeant 47 says, may England lose the penalties. All the best to Switzerland. Oh, you're only bringing him on now. Don't take off Embolo. Don't take off Embolo, man. Have Embolo and Shaqiri play. Guys. The Swiss coach, man. Oh, Ivan Toney finally makes it onto the pitch for Kane. Interesting. Very interesting. Who's taking penalties here? Semiko said the big question, OT, who is the man that can do better than Southgate? I think there's a lot of... I said Mancini. I said I would bring a Mancini type of coach in to the national team if I were to replace Southgate. But they'd probably bring in an English manager. Or they want to foster with an English manager. There are plenty of coaches, guys, out in the world, eh? Tony should have been long on even starting the game. I wanted to see them better together. I wanted to see them how they would play together like this. I think there comes a time in these games where you need to have as much firepower as you can on the pitch. So I would have wanted to see the two of them together. Swiss should hire Rulani. 47. I don't know. Rulani himself said that national team jobs are not appealing right now to him. He still has energy. He doesn't want to play 5 games a year. Potter, Bradley's there. He's English. He ticks the boxes. They'd probably love him there. Can he handle these stars? I don't know. That's one of the questions. Even Rulani is better than Southgate. I'm not going to confirm nor deny that statement. I plead the fifth. For me, the best players that are currently on the pitch, should be starting lineup of Southgate. He's not willing to change them. Alright, guys. Mara, Switzerland, do you guys want to win this game or not? Kevin, who's that lying down for England? Play on, guys. We're going to get up. It's fine. I'd rather try Kevin Johnson or Dan Malise. They would never. The chances of that coach being black, If you think it's bad when they lose and they put Saka on the newspapers, imagine if it was a black coach that, imagine if it was a black coach that would lose. It'd be too much. I'm sure Gary Neville would get a call. They'd be like, hey, I don't know if you want to come back to this coaching thing, but we've got a gig for you. Okay, Switzerland. Mr. Football says, I'm still sticking by my word, Switzerland is winning. Then because he says, I thought by now Paul Ince would be ready to coach England. I think there's a lot of people that don't want him to coach. There's a ton of them. That could be coaching right now. And they're just not allowed to. Oh, Switzerland. They really don't want to win this game, do they? Just checking something quickly. Yes, Phil Neville. Yes, Phil Neville over Gary. Thank you. Kind of Phil Neville, isn't he coaching Inter Miami? He's coaching Inter Miami, no? Eddie Howe of Newcastle could be a great England coach. Penalties this game, says Umto. Phil Neville coaches the women's national team. He can take over. I thought he was that. Wasn't it? Oh, he was fired. Oh, okay. I'm behind on that one. He was fired. Makes sense. Shakiri, aka Mayogat. Sam says Trent is on. My thing is freaking out right now. My stream that I was watching. Yeah, Phil Neville. I don't know why I said Gary. Phil Neville would be the guy that they call. Gary would probably also get a call just to check if he's fine. He was fired before Messi arrived at Inter Miami due to a strike. Okay. I'm behind. MLS, guys. Hey, we don't watch MLS, some of us. One of my highlights were upload and we were fine. What a dull game. Jeez. David Moyes. Okay, wait. Are we picking coaches that are we picking coaches that could be good for England in terms of what England would look for? Because I think they'd be in the same boat, Gabo Moyes. Or are we speaking about are we going up to the coaches that we wish would coach? Also realistic. I mean, Pep, I doubt he'd ever want to coach England in his life. I doubt. Mourinho would probably want a shot, maybe. I don't know if the media would like it, but he'd probably want a shot, maybe. More than being poor this season. Mali says Zidane. Jabulo Blom is fire. Bradley says Neville was good for women's football. Mojan says that league standard is low. In MLS. Guys, is Cassius playing now? Or is he still benching? Mailula. Cashman. Oh! No! Widma, you should have tried to... Oh, Mara Switzerland, do you guys want to score or not? Zidane only wants France. I don't see him at England. True. Sean Dyche. Yes, Sean Dyche. Temingo, Sean Dyche is a very English. Yeah, he would be very English there. So there's a lot of English names even, if they want to carry on playing the way that they play. They are available. Yeah, keeper. Pickford. What was that? Trepapolo is the Trepapolo. Man, Malume Kutz, I'm sorry. Ish, I'm sorry. Hi. Rumelelo says, bro, when the Chiefs announcing, Akira is on, he's there in Turkey. Maybe they're just finalizing his stuff. They're meeting up with him in Turkey. I'm not that far, Malume Kutso. I'm not that far. This tournament it ends, carry penalties. I know, says Awuti Napoleon. Bradley says Big Sam is appreciated by English media. Maybe Bakamuzama. Big Sam Allardyce. Yo, that'd be interesting. Alright, guys, what's the time? It hasn't ended again. I gotta get second half of extra time. Is Bongani Sam really going to Chiefs? Apparently it's that's done. Hi guys, we're Orkan today. We'll speak about local news later. We'll speak about, look, Rumelelo. Okay, I'll answer that one. VAR. Apparently VAR is going to be used for the big games. They're going to try it for the cup finals. In the league, there's a lot of issues. Big Sam has already coached England for about 3 games and was sacked. Yeah, 119. I'm not far. I'm maybe 20 seconds. Oh, Switzerland is pushing now. Can they please get something so that we don't have to watch penalties and watch them blame Saka again? Must do an experiment. They must not have Saka's. They must not play Saka kari penalty or let him take a penalty. Rebon. Actually, one game is 100% win rate. Sam was a coach at England before the current coach. Maybe they thought God Save the King would have changed something here. I saw Prince William there. 1 minute added. Just put it into the box. Just put it into the box, guys. Ow. Again, same time, into the box. Don't worry about beating your man and go, oh my gosh. Oh, Nkosi. Okay, we didn't get any Jude Belling goals. Put it into the box, Saka. Put it into the box. He doesn't normally do this. You can tell. Jude, where are you going with the... Is that Jude or wasn't Jude? Oh, that would have been crazy if they gave that penalty. Saka, Rashford, Sancho, they must remember that. The 2020, okay, we're done. We're going to penalties. Guys, feel free to jump in. Let's have a conversation about what's happening here while I fix my graphics here. It is full time. It has ended 1-1, and we've gone through extra time as well. So we are going to be heading into penalties for this game. Let me just get this right. Yo. Woo, hi. Agent says, I'm only glad that Meno is out. Saka shouldn't take a pen. Penalties come again. Penalties it is. Hey, in Linnaki ki digiwe. Babsani. Because it says, Saka must not take it, please. We're tired of reading about English racism. Pelele says, I wish Switzerland to win. Bradley says, at least Cole is there for 1 penalty. Yes, Vanilla. Oh, Palmer's taking one. Shaw. Tony. Walker. Rice. Jaden says Switzerland is going to win. Semiko says Trent must take it. At least he's in the mix. Palmer, Tony, Rice, Walker. Yeah, that's what I saw there. There was just one person that's missing. Tony will miss. Hey, Pelele, you don't trust him. Southgate's job is now hanging on by a thread. Well, technically, he did say that if he doesn't win the tournament, he's done with the job. So it's hanging on by a thread, but I think he's also holding it himself. Is Pickford short or is it my eye says Umto? I'm not sure about his height, actually. Let's look at his height. Pickford height. He's 185. He's 185. Ramsdale is what, 3 centimeters taller than him. Joe Hart is 11 centimeters taller than him. So he's 185. He's 2 centimeters taller than Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is 183. 6 foot basically. But he's what? He would be 6'1" maybe. Soma. Soma is 183. So he's actually taller than Soma. He's taller than Jan Soma. Honestly, England must just surrender, put themselves out of their misery, says Essential Politics. Mamsani says, whoever loses will be there no matter what. My bet is safe over 1.5. That's why you guys are happy, because in Bonilla, this betting on a team to win is not working.
The game has changed today. There's betting, there's all these people are emotional.
Tibu Martinez time. Because it says his next job will be to coach Liverpool after Slot is fired. Never that. I doubt they'll go there. Hey? Spelele says Pickford will see flames. These Wikipedia heights, you can't trust them. I'm just reading what the internet says. I don't know. Pickford King. King. Who do you think is going to be the hero? I want to say Soma. Sergeant, don't do that to me. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm behind and it's okay. There's my phone. Hi, guys. What's happening to my stream? Okay, let's see Palmer stepping up. He makes it 1-0, sends the keeper the wrong way. Sends the keeper the wrong way to give England the lead in these penalties. Hi, Sergeant. Leave me, hey. Okay, here comes Pickford. Whose research is better? Have they been watching Ronald Williams clips just to get some inspiration, or Costa? Let me refresh. I hate you guys. Let me refresh. Saved by Pickford. Where did I disappear to, Malube Kuto? Oh, Nkosiam. That was weird. Sorry. Bellingham. You see, they'll chase themselves to the final, these ones. Okay. Dude. Did he scream Vamos? Has he screamed Vamos yet? Okay, no, he didn't scream it. He's still being chill. Should have taken the last one so he could Vamos them. Nice penalty by Jude Bellingham to make it 2-0. King Moani says, do you believe it will come home? Now, I don't believe it will come home, but they're gonna chase themselves all the way into the final. Shah stepping up to take it. Calmly slots it away. Calmly slots it away. Yeah? Oh, Saka. Oh, Saka. Oh, Saka. I'm not looking at the comments because I'm clearly behind. Oh, Saka. You have to score, buddy. Don't put yourself on the back pages there in England. Oh, Saka. My star boy. Tamko. I'm behind, but I refuse. I refuse to look at the comments. Okay, Saka. Okay. This means that if you guys were to lose this game, Jude Bellingham would be on the covers of those things. So it's 3-1 to England right now. Switzerland have missed a penalty. Shaqiri usually scores them. Shaqiri usually scores them. He usually puts them away. Oh, Pickford was almost there. Pickford was almost there. Pickford, hey, he picked the right side. Mshabile riding. Ivan Toney. This penalty is for them to forgive him is for the fans and England to forgive him for the betting scandals. Let's see what he does. Ivan Toney. Oh. Okay, there we go. Ivan Toney puts it away to make it 4-2. Now we're here. At any time, if they miss, it's done. Switzerland. So 4-2 to England. They have to score to keep any hope. Maybe Pickford will get a chance to say Vamos. Mr. Football. Believe it. It happened. He tatazelled there. They made him tatazela. Okay, here we go. Four, 3. Last one. Last one. Who's stepping up? Who is stepping up? Trent. Interesting. Interesting. Trent Alexander-Arnold stepping up for England to take the final penalty. And he's the hero. Okay, they go through. Guys, because I'm so close, I'm going to still be on here, but I just need to do my magic on the other side. So please stay and we're going to go directly into Netherlands, Turkey. I might just allow for that first bit of that match, we can speak a little bit about what we saw here. So I'll be back just now. Okay. I come back. I'm back. I just want to check something. There we go. Okay, so next game up is going to be Netherlands versus Turkey. And we're going to see how that one goes. Of course, I just needed to take a little bit of a break there to go put the little one down. And I am back. Okay, let's hope that this one has goals, guys. I don't think I can do another one. I don't think I can do another game where there's no goals, where there's no excitement, where there's nothing. We just watched England play versus sorry, my stream is acting up. We just watched England beat Switzerland via penalties in a game that was not exciting at all. What I'll say is that Switzerland should have taken their chances. England, of course, again, getting through by individual brilliance one more time. Bukayo Saka putting them back into the game 1-1. But it wasn't an exciting game in terms of what we were seeing there. I think England only managed one or two shots by the end of regulation in order for that result to be given to them. But like we said about the Euros, sometimes you just chase every game and you go through to the finals. You get through that way. It happens in football. It happens a lot the Euros. This is what we've seen. We've seen smaller teams playing better football, but not being able to get through. But now we're sitting with Netherlands versus Turkey. That's going to start now. Let's see what that game has for us. The two teams in the last 5 games, Turkey have 3 wins and 2 losses, whereas Netherlands has 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. The last time we saw Netherlands was on the 2nd of July versus Romania, who they beat 3-0. And then Turkey, on the other hand, the last time we saw them was a 2-1 win versus Austria on the 2nd of July. These teams have met 4 times, even though those times have come in 2015 twice and 2021 twice. The story is that the Netherlands, Turkey is their hoodoo team, because Turkey has won 2 of those games, drawn 1, and Netherlands has won the other 1. The starting lineups are as follows: Gunak in goal, Karioglu, Bardaki, Akaydin, Mulder, Ozkan, Ayan, Yildiz, Karnaloglu, Kalhanoglu, Gula, and Yilmaz. For Netherlands, Verbruggen, Dumfries, De Vries, Van Dijk, Ake, Reinders, Schutten, Bergwijn, Simons, Gakpo, and Depay. Of course, Frimpong being the one change that they made from there. Let's see what's going to happen in this game, because the one thing that the Netherlands struggles with is finishing in the final third. That is their biggest weakness, as far as I've observed. They do everything right up until they get to the box, where our Depay tend to let them down a little bit there when they get to those situations. So maybe changing Frimpong and bringing in Bergwijn, Steven Bergwijn, a person that we've seen. We saw him when he played for Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see if he can bring a little bit of a difference to this team. Of course, the defense has always been a lot stronger than anything else. Dumfries, De Vries, Van Dijk, and Ake is a very good defensive 4. So at least we can count on Netherlands to be defensively strong, defensively sound. In terms of Turkey, Yilmaz is a very dangerous player, as well as, I think Bardaki was the one. There was one who's a star, man. I'm forgetting the name. But anyway, they play, which is a very good thing. We don't see many teams at this Euro that actually play football, put it down. You can see the progressions. You can see them build up. They have a certain tempo to the game and all of that stuff. So we're expecting to see that from a team that is looking to go into the semifinals. I mean, I think it was 2002. I really have to check it. I need to check it. 2002, they got to the semifinals of the World Cup, Korea, Japan. And I think they're going to be wanting to repeat that feat when they go into this game. Turkey 5-4-1. Ooh, straight up 5-4-1. Hey. Sizobukela abantu badefenda la. Turkey World Cup. They had that guy, man. That guy who liked to do the flick up. Where did Turkey finish in the 2002 World Cup? Yeah, they finished third. They finished in third place at the 2002 World Cup. I still remember that thing, not to give away my age. But let's see what they're going to do here versus the Netherlands. Okay, away we go. Guys, I think it's only right. I'll give an intro, then it's only right for us to have a bit of a chat about what we saw with England. So the lines are open. You have to be following me in order to jump in. You can jump in and you can tell me a little bit about what you feel about what happened in the England game, since it ended a bit late and didn't give us enough time. Well, I needed to be away for a little bit. But anyway, here we go. Let's see if Turkey can bring an upset here. Spring an upset and give us the next qualifier in the Euro tournament. The next person who qualifies, I should say. As it looks right now, if it will load, we have the people who are through. I just want to confirm it. We have Spain, who are going to be playing France on Tuesday, the 9th of July. That is the first semi-final. Then, of course, this game will give us the other opponent for England, who will be playing on Wednesday at 9 o'clock as well in that semi-final. Rumelelo says, you remember that 2010 Dutch World Cup squad that came to our shores with Robin and Van Persie in front, with Schneider? Schneider, to this day, I still say he was robbed that year. Won the treble with Inter, statistically the best player in Europe, went to the World Cup, and in the World Cup, top goal scored. He was tied with Villa at the end of that tournament, and Netherlands got to the final of that tournament. Yet, I think, did he finish? He was in the top 10. Was he in the top 10 of players that year for Ballon d'Or? That was the one that made me go, I think I'm done with Ballon d'Or. I think I'm done with the idea of this thing. I believe Messi won that year, and Xavi and Iniesta was second and third in a World Cup year. But anyway, yeah, though that 2010 Dutch team was very good. They're still looking for that. I think they're still looking for finishers, a finisher to the level of Van Persie. I think Van Persie was incredible for this team. And you also had Boayen, as you guys are saying, over there. I still hate what they did to Brazil at Moses Mabhida to this day. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Hey, 2010. Oh, 2010 was quite the year, man. We got to see Messi live. They were training by us. Here comes the Dutch. Let's see if they can get something here. Oh, to the Netherlands, I see the Melon guy. There's another version of Robin. He's so good. Is he playing? He's not playing. Melon is not good. We'll see. We'll see. Does he have that one undeniable move? Everybody knew what Robin was going to do, but they couldn't get there. Netherlands is going to win 2-1 here, says Ulerato. Well, look. The advantage they have already, as we are watching this game unfold right now, is that Turkey has come to park a bus. They're playing a 5-4-1. You can see it set up over there. And in as much as you'd say it's defensively sound and you'd understand why they're doing it, if you allow the other team to have more pressure, as Netherlands has had up to this point. Now, number 20, yes, number 20. Is it number 20, Karioglu? Ah, what a player. What a player, number 20. I think it's him. What a player, Karioglu. Anyway, the more you allow them to attack you, the more likely something will happen. We've seen a lot of on goals. We've seen a lot of things happen. Turkey in their game, I remember versus, in Turkey, the game that they had versus Portugal, a lot of their own errors forced issues to allow Portugal to win. So coming into this game and playing a 5-4-1 straight up. Oh, are they going to prove me wrong? They need to come out and maybe get an early goal, then defend. But if they try and defend for 90 minutes, something's going to give. Something is going to give. Let me see. Gula. Oana Gula and Karioglu. I'm sorry, guys. King Moani says, when you talk of Van Persie, you remind me of that goal versus Spain. Oh, that one. The Superman goal. Junior says, not to be cocky, but I think France and Spain is the final because whoever wins there will go all the way. Yeah, well, I still want it to be France, but I will admit that Spain is playing far better football than France in this tournament, right? But for the fact that France made it all the way to there, acknowledging that, let me see. I wanna check something with France. I want to check the number of goals they've scored leading up to it. Leading up to that game, France scored 1 versus Belgium, 1 versus Poland. There was 0-0 with the Netherlands. The goal that they scored versus Austria was Mbappe chasing the ball on the defender, and then, yeah. So it's not like they're firing. At least Spain has chances, and they're actually playing great football. To Ruza's point there, they're playing great football. So I wanted France to be in the final, to be honest with you. But then it looks like if they're going to come up against Spain, Spain is going to have some words to say about that build-up there. And then Karanoglu is also good at free kicks. Karanoglu number 10 is great, but there's Gula and Karioglu for me. Those are, Karioglu is a player, man. They're on the left-hand side. Is a player. It's just that at times, sometimes the team doesn't come to the party with him. And I don't trust, yeah, I remember now. The problem with Turkey and that back five is that they don't communicate well enough to keep it disciplined and to keep the structure. So you'll find it broken. You'll find them running into other places. Unfortunately, last time they scored an on goal. When they played Portugal, they scored an on goal, no-look pass that went into the net because the keeper was standing somewhere else. But there was the goal that Cristiano Ronaldo scored. If Memphis can find the space, what happens is that they all jump out at different times. If you can find the space behind people who are jumping out, he can probably score a goal here. He can probably get something here. Oh, Xavi Simons. He can probably get something here because they don't have discipline with that defense. You see that offside that Netherlands just had right now. It was because the two of the three were not speaking. We're not telling each other, there's a man behind you, we're not pushing up. I made the comment last time that, you know, Kokasi, we all know we had one defender who would be the line guy. Hey, Pushani! You know, who would be the line guy. They don't have that. Spain, by far the best team we've seen in the Euros. I think Spain will take it, says Junior. King Mohani says France have not arrived yet. But when are they going to arrive, guys? When are they going to arrive if they haven't arrived now? Netherlands do play better than most teams we trusted. They do. King Bongani, they do. Problem is Bashota Kopil. The front players of theirs, it's like they don't have any chemistry. From Xavi Simons to Memphis Depay to Kimankana Kori Gakpo. Gakpo usually goes very wide. Gakpo basically plays like a winger in this Netherlands team. And then they had Frimpong in some of the matches. I see now they've changed him and they've put in Bergwijn. So maybe they'll have a bit more chemistry, but the moment they get to the box, those guys, they keep making rookie mistakes, bad passes. It's just Matt Graf. Oh, is Ref going to let these things go? Okay. Here they come. Cody Gakpo, like I said, very wide. Memphis and come on. Memphis and Bergwijn are going to play very close together. So they're going to be looking to free up that left-hand side short and playing wider on the other side. That's why I'm like, the combinations need to be a little bit better from Netherlands in order for them to try get something here. It'll be hard for Gula next season with Hendrik and Ninja Turtles going to the Spanish capital. Hendrik and who? Hey, Rubele. That is number 20. Ah, guys. Karioglu. Okay, King Bohani says Netherlands have that cow Weghorst up front who could score. I'm not gonna lie. I know you're calling him a cow right now, right? I know you're calling him a cow. But when Weghorst came in that last game that they played, was it the last game that they played? Not Romania, Austria. He looked lively and he actually played, right? Even though they lost that Austria game, but he actually played. I wouldn't mind him in this team, to be honest with you. I think Depay, Bamnandi too much. Abo Depay, Abo Bergwijn, Bamnandi too much. You need somebody who's just going to be quote unquote a cow and go for the goal. Not my words. It's the words of King Bogan. Truza says the last time the Netherlands played well was when they had Abo Rowen. But that team was stacked, man. Oh, that team was stacked. These guys are not as stacked. I guess it's shifted from being Robin, Van Persie and them up front. And remember Nigel de Jong. I'm trying to think of the Heat players back then. It was help me out. It was Iron Robin, Van Persie. I remember de Jong. I don't know if I want to say Wijnaldum. And then Bo Witzel. Is it Witzel? Kite. So now it's gone from being attacking superiority. I think now the defense is a lot more set. Right? So the defense is a lot more set. Yeah, he does try a lot. He reminds me of the current chief strikers, Maraking Bongan. We are on preseason, man. They haven't even announced our coach, please. No, I'm kidding. It's supply and demand, man. It's supply and demand. How are you getting the ball to your striker? I think that is a very important question to ask when we watch these teams play. If you watch England, France, and a lot of those teams, they have no idea of how to get the ball to the striker. What is my striker meant to move like? I'll give Netherlands credit here. Depay plays like a false nine. They build up pretty much centrally, get it to Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons tries to look for Memphis. Memphis obviously drops back inside, and then what they'll do is the right-hand side winger will come in closer to Memphis. They'll have some interplay, and if they're in a bind, Gakpo lets them free on the other side. So you understand what Memphis's role is here and what he's meant to play, and how to get the ball to him. The other guys don't know how to get the ball to the striker. You know, with Kane, for example, what is the different steps where the ball gets to Kane, or you're crossing to him, or whatever? The other guys knew exactly. How did I forget Schneider from the heavy hitting team? Schneider, sorry. How are you going to get your ball to the striker? You know, it's also a lot to do with this thing of modern football not having 10s, right? Like traditional 10s. It means that your 8 and 6 person have to somehow build that ball up. And then you start watching teams go, they start doing that wide thing like this. You get what I mean? So it's interesting, but it makes the striker's job harder. There's more demanded from them. Like you see with Depay is kept catching the ball. He has to come in and play those wall passes. He has to come in and basically collect. He's a false nine, essentially. So yeah, we'll see. Back then, Abu Van Persie, man. That Spain goal, that goal that he scored, the header, comes from a play. You know, they understood what to do with him. We're letting him free behind. There's a ball I can play over the top to him. You know, some teams play in transition, and part of your job is to just stay on the line and break. We don't see these things. But anyway. Lodrick says, OT, I think Steven Berghuis is better than Depay. He can be more fruitful for the Netherlands. But I get it, Depay has the name brand. You know, in national teams, name brand. There's a reason why there's a lot of people who are starting and not benching in these teams. Oh, remember Bo Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Hey. Bo Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, they had Bo Kaiti. I'm starting to come back to me. Those old great strikers from back in the day. Netherlands was a very strong team, actually. King Moana says, in the current Netherlands setup, current Netherlands team, you kind of like Gakpo. I like him, but he's too wide in this team. He's too wide. I think he needs to come inside. Ooh, what a landing. But it seems the player's okay. Cody Gakpo just landing awkwardly on Akadin's ankle there. 15 minutes in. Netherlands 0-0 versus Turkey. Let's see how it builds up. Netherlands, they were dangerous a bit earlier. Turkey has been dangerous in some cases when they're transitioning. A little bit of decision making that is letting them down a lot there. But I like them. I like Turkey, man. I like Turkey. Van Nistelrooy, but Van Nistelrooy was one of the older guys. I was talking in that realm of Van Persie saw that time. Yeah, so Turkey plays when they get the confidence up. They actually play. Cody? Oh, way. Huntelaar was good, but Ruud van Nistelrooy was a great striker. Incredible striker, Ruud van Nistelrooy. Guys, is Van Dijk still that guy? You know, in a league that has Bosaliba, is Van Dijk still the man? Golden Boot race. Gakpo has 3 goals. Musiala has 3 goals. Mikataudze has 3 goals. So Gakpo can actually go cap off this golden boot race. Remember when they created football called kick and run? You would see Robin running on the right wing. Kick and run. Robin was there. Remember the Bayern Munich team that had Robin and Ribéry? Oh! That thing was crazy. Giovanni van Bronckhorst on the left. He also scored a screamer in 2010. Listen to those names. I don't think... Guys, is it nostalgia that makes us think that these players are not as good as those players? Is it nostalgia? Is it maybe that we are older and, well, some of us are older and we used to watch these games, you know, but some of Van Persie and Bobangmang? Is it just nostalgia? Because I think Memphis is second or third all time on the Netherlands, second or third top scorer in the team, if I'm not mistaken. So can we say he's bad, right? Okay, here we go. Why are you guys letting Gakpo get isolated? It's a 5 with midfield support. Or now you guys, only in the press do you guys want to make yourselves available. That is weird, man. 19 minutes in. It is 0-0. Netherlands versus Turkey. A muted game, but they're playing. I think I better enjoy this game because they're actually, playing, putting each other under pressure. Netherlands way more than Turkey, but Turkey has had their moments. Oh, support. Okay. Nice ball, nice ball. Can you get there? Can you get there? Sure, boy. Nice catch. Yilmaz. Like you see, there's action. They're going for it. They're actually going for it. They're playing. This is what I want from a game. This thing of it being we're watching these guys try. We're saying it's tactical, but it's not really that. It's just watching two teams playing in the midfield. First corner of the game goes to Turkey's side. So that Bayern team should have dominated. That Bayern team, Andres. That Bayern team. Aha. Just a threat. Oh. That was closer. Was closer the striker. Who was the striker for that team? Because I'm struggling to remember the other parts. Who was the striker and who were the mids? Because for some reason, I'm jumping to Pep Guardiola's Bayern Munich for some reason. I'm jumping all the way there. Was it Olic? Okay. Olic was not bad. Who was in the mid? I'm forgetting who the midfielders were. Lodrick says Ryan Babel. Oh, Ryan Babel. Liverpool's very own. Was it really Ryan Babel with Robin? Lam. It was before Lam was converted, wasn't it? Pep converted Lam, ne? I think I'm forgetting a lot here, but anyway, still 0-0 here in this game. 22 minutes. Netherlands versus Turkey. We used to watch football back then. Oh, I don't know if you guys remember the 442 magazine. I would wait for that Champions League one when you'd get that Heineken DVD with all the goals scored in the Champions League that year. That thing was incredible. Like, I feel like CAF need to do things like that. I don't know if you guys remember that that Heineken disc, man. 442, all of the goals, all of them. I used to wait for them to release that thing. Mandzukic. Was it Mandzukic, nah? I'm not sure anymore. I'm gonna look it up even. We'll start with Iron Robin. Robin's only 40. Wow. Okay, let's see. I wanted to see Bayern Munich. He played for a while, so let me pick, I don't know, 2016. Yes, Rafael van der Vaart. Yes, Mark van Bommel. Yo. 149 passes completed. 114 passes completed by Turkey, 149 by Netherlands. That just tells you about this game. That just tells you about this game. Usually teams are sitting on Boma 200. Switch it. There we go. Support, support. Oh, you could have taken him on. Okay. This Yilmaz is also giving them an issue there. Wait, I wanna see this. I'm gonna say, let's say 2016, 2015 Bayern Munich. I wanna see. '15, '16. Let's see. Oh, Xabi Alonso. Hey, yeah. Okay, Iron Robin, Lewandowski, Thomas Muller, Ribery. They had Kingsley Coman, Thiago, Arturo Vidal. No, wait, what year is this? Yeah, 15, 16. Jesus. Philip Lahm, Kimmich. I just picked a random year. I picked 15, 16. You could probably see the other years. Let's see. Let's go 18. (2018). Yeah, they even had Thiago. Lewa, Thomas Muller, Ian Robin, Nabry was coming in, Ribery, Kingsley Coman, James Rodriguez, Renato Sanchez. They had Thiago, like I said, Javi Martinez. Okay, Hummels, Boateng. This team should have done better. 18, 19. Oh. What a team. Jeez, that's stacked, man. Cruz, Luis Gustavo, Muller, Schweinsteiger in the middle, and Mario Gomez, Olic in front, says Romelu. This team should have done a lot more now that I think about it. When was the year before Pep? When Jupp Heynckes won the treble. There was the year when they won the treble. With old Jupp Heynckes. What year did they win the treble? That was 2012. 2012-13. Yeah, Ludwig Klaas Jan Huntelaar. Oh, what a player. Yeah, 2012, 2013. I want to see what the team was then. Okay, Emre Can, Mario Gomez, Claudio Pizarro, Shaqiri, Gustavo, Robin Mandzukic, Cruz, Javi Martinez, Alaba, Ribery, Boateng, Muller, Schweinsteiger, Dante, Manuel Neuer. Those were the players that played the most minutes that season. What a team, man. What a team. What a team. No wonder they won the treble that year. Here comes Turkey. Here comes Turkey. Give it to him. Give it to him. It's fine. Give it to him. He'll fight. Yes. There we go. Pre-injury, Van Dijk would never let that. Wasn't that a push? That was a push, though. Yeah, that was a push, straight push. Oh no, they didn't get it for the push. They gave him for stepping on him. But there was a push in the build-up there. Hey, Van Dijk got this Yilmaz. I like his energy. Like he's got energy, but he's also strong. Old Van Dijk would never have allowed that, hey? He held himself. He was about to grab. He was about to tug the jersey. He held himself. That was a bad tackle, but there was a push right before. We've already had two. Kana Depay stepped on the other player, but that was a stepping on. It wasn't like malicious in any way, I'd say. Okay, let's see. Turkey free kick on the left-hand side of Netherlands' defense. Couple of yards in front of the box. Thought about 15 yards, maybe. I don't know. Ball. That was a nice ball. It wasn't attacked properly. Okay, here they come again. Trepapolo, Trepapolo. "31 minutes in. It is still 0-0. Netherlands versus Turkey. It's a livelier game. I'm gonna keep saying that. It's a much livelier game. In terms of like both teams engaging. Right? They haven't found the goals as you want them to, but it's livelier. Oh, nice idea, nice idea. Giovanni van Bronckhorst, what a defender. Yeah. Van Bronckhorst, he never did get to play with Hummels, ne? Van Bronckhorst was way before. I'm just looking at this team, like this 2013 team. 2012, 2013. You. No wonder there was a treble there. No wonder. Schweinsteiger, Muller, Boateng, Ribery, Alaba, Javier Martinez, Toni Kroos, Mandzukic, Robin, Gustavo. Well, okay, Gustavo, Shaqiri, Pizarro, Mario. Yo, guys. That's the team that Pep inherited. Wasn't that the team Pep inherited? Because I know Pep took over after that. Yeah, Pep Guardiola. He took over after that. He won the double the following year. Some coaches are unlucky, man. Your playing case is not going to be remembered like that. Okay, here they come. Okay, let's see what Pep had to work with. I'm finding the guys with the most minutes under Pep. Okay, for the forwards, he had Mario Gomez, Wairouch, Pizarro, Mandzukic. For the midfielders, he had Frank Ribery, Javi Martinez, Ian Robin, Shaqiri, Muller, Weiser, Gustavo, Schweinsteiger, Heubier, Emre Can, Toni Kroos, Timoshuk. Okay, here we go. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm going to see the goal now. Danko, Turkey. I'm a little bit behind, guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. Arda Turan. Remember Arda Turan? From Turkey. Netherlands. Yeah, almost. So this is what Turkey needed to do. Score the goal, go to a 5-4-1. Well, go deeper into a 5-4-1 and maybe defend it out. I think that's what they wanted to do. Andres says the defending team has scored. You just need one chance. You just need one chance. It's not advisable for them to defend, but I'm saying that this is what usually happens. That's why you just put the ball into the box, man. Who's the goalkeeper? Verbruggen. What happened to... He was in no man's land there. Verbruggen. It was a corner played in. That corner was deflected out, and then a ball was played in far post, and a goal scored by Akaiden. One goal in 10 international appearances for Akaiden. Netherlands, nobody talks about them. They're just underachieving as England. Slovakia did try this way of Turkey and it failed. Slovakia got tired, man. I think Slovakia got tired. Slovakia stopped the attack. I will always tell you guys one thing. If there's one thing you get from me when you listen to my show or you watch the watch-alongs, it's this. You can be defensive. Be as defensive as you want to be. You can come out and have a defense of 6 players, right? But if you don't have any danger going forward, mind you, not goals, right? I'm not asking for goals. Danger. This Netherlands team has to watch out for Yilmaz. This Netherlands team has to watch out for Bokarioglu. They have to watch out for those type of players who are going to attack you. So in as much as you think that they're defending, great, they're defending. But they know that the moment that you push people forward, they've got somebody who can catch you. Or at least make you think that they can catch you. So a lot of teams, and what Slovakia got wrong, when they took off, I'm forgetting their players, Ivan Skranz. When they took off people like Ivan Skranz and all those players, they started lacking the danger. They started lacking danger, right? They started lacking me thinking of it. Like, I have to make the other team think that something could come. The moment they lose the ball, I play it out, my striker chases it. It's what I say about Dupree at Chiefs. It's what I say about those type of players where at least mentally make them not be able to commit players because they're afraid. If you sit back too deeply and you don't have threats, then these guys are just going to come at you and come at you and come at you and come at you until they score. Slovakia, that's literally what happened to Slovakia. Literally. So you can sit back in your 5-4-1, but make sure that you are also hitting them at times, just as a reminder, you know? So I like this Yilmaz. One of this Yilmaz, he's already caused Virgil van Dijk a lot of issues already in the game. So now you can't leave him one-on-one anymore. You have to have somebody who's going to clean up. Mara, play him. Why didn't you play him the ball? OT, where's Wijnaldum today? Because Mellon has 2 yellow cards. I'm not sure, but I think they just chose to go with Kimang Reinders. Is it Reinders? And shoot it. Defending is an art. I'd rather play a 4-5-1 that attacks. That's true. Hey, 4-5-1 that attacks is also fine. That becomes a 6 in defense. All I'm saying is that you have to have an outlet. Didier Drogba made a career out of being an outlet and being able to bully defenders. Ahly won. But this thing of everybody goes back, they kick the ball out, it falls with the other team again, they come and hit you again, you kick the ball out. You need at least someone out there who's going to provide some challenge. You see those passes that Memphis look. This is what I'm saying about. This is what I'm saying about the Dutch team, the Netherlands team. Memphis is always looking for these weird 1-2 passes, and he tries to tender them, and he tries to like put them around corners. It doesn't work out. They just don't have the chemistry as a forward line to be doing those type of things. They have no chemistry to be doing that. And he's playing, I will give him credit. I think Memphis Depay plays, you know, that target man, center forward type role very well. I think he holds up the ball well. It's just him with the pass and the guys with the run around him that it just doesn't match, man. It just doesn't match. They just don't get each other. Watch. Yilmaz. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? You have to have that guy, man. You have to have that guy. If you don't have that threatening guy, then they're just going to attack you until they score. So now they have to think twice. They even changed sides. I think he's going to link up with my player, Karioglu. Okay, here they go. Oh, wow. Bergwijn. But it's okay, boy. At least you did something there. Hey, Bergwijn looks like a Tamba, man. There's a couple of players that look like, man. You can tell their roots. Nuno Mendes from Portugal. Carichabu. Straight Chabu. Like if you were to say Onali Chabu, straight Chabu. That's what you think his name is. 42 minutes in. Turkey has taken the lead versus the Netherlands. Can they double the lead and then maybe park the bus then? Oh, Nathan Ake. What an underrated player. Nathan Ake. See, discipline the line, discipline the line. How is Netherlands not realized that this Turkey backline is a broken line? Very rarely are they in line. Very rarely can they spring an offside trap or whatever. Tshwane says Bafana can beat this Netherlands team. There's a lot of teams Bafana could take on here. There's a lot of teams. In the Euro, there's a lot of teams. Even the big ones, there's quite a few. Cody Gakpo has the chance to be the top goal scorer at the tournament. Georges Mikataudze is out. Mikataudze is out. He is currently tied with Mikataudze and forgetting who the other one on 3 goals apiece. But both of those players are out of this tournament, so he has a very good chance to. Oh, Karioglu. Ay, player lami man. Karioglu, guys. Ay, man. I love this kid, man. Okay, wait, let me check out all these before I call him a kid, yo. Ferdi Karagioglu, yeah, is 24. Okay, yeah, he's 24. He's young enough. This kid. He plays for Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce. He should be leaving. He should go somewhere else. Tibang. This Netherlands coach, I hate him so much since his time in Barcelona. Says Andres. King Bongani says, wait, why do Netherlands keep changing? Same coaches over and over and never try somebody new. Do they have Dutch coaches? I'm trying to think off the top of my head of Dutch coaches that could coach these teams. I mean, the name that springs to head is Ten Hag. I think they just go to what's comfortable, and the people who understand, I guess, who are meant to understand the teams, but they're a little bit behind. Like, for example, look at Real Madrid. There's a reason why they went back to Carlo Ancelotti, because Carlo Ancelotti understands, he gets the furniture, he knows what's happening, he's flexible enough, he understands the pressures and all of that stuff. So when they need it, man, sometimes trying to find something new is so hard. Would I go back to Ronald Koeman? I don't think so. Because if you're going back to Koeman, you might as well go back to Bobo Van Gaal, you know? Let me see. Look at Mr. Oti saying this kid as a confirmation after age confirmation. Nah, he's a kid. I don't know how old you guys think I am. I don't know how old you guys believe I am, but he's a kid, man. Do a combined 11 of Bafana in Netherlands. I want to see something. No, combined 11, you'd probably go with Netherlands, but on play, on play. Hey, Tempazwane versus Van Dijk would be something to watch, eh? Netherlands in green attack. There's no threatening players. Yeah. And it's like they get to the box. But they can't just. Oh, actually, wait. They get to the box, but they can't finish it off. I'm having 300 thoughts right now. Nieskin's there, and that former Orlando Pirates. Oh, Ruud Krol. I don't know if they'd allow him to coach. Guys, as usual, I'm going to cut it off now because I can only do first halves at the end. I can only do first halves for late games. I'm still negotiating. So thank you guys so much for joining me since 6 o'clock. Those that have been here since 6 o'clock, thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back then again for the semifinals. But also, remember, I have a daily show Mondays at 7 p.m. That's when we look internally to our things as South Africans. So we look at both Chiefs, both Steve Compella have been announced today back at Sundowns and all of that stuff. We'll look at it. So join me then, guys. I'll see you then. But bye, guys.